to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on it back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back to back, and spinning on it back, on the turntables back, on it spinning on it back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back, spinning on it and spinning on the turntables back to back.
Hi, chat. How are we doing?
Give me one moment. I gotta turn that down.
We
Get rid of
have
it.
a big day. So, for those who may not be aware, oh, the webcam is having a problem seeing me. Hold on. There we go. There. It is Dogwave time. Yes.
Yes. Before you do anything crazy, I gotta give you. Chat. I'm doing guest intros now for my guests and my friends. Mostly just for the friends that I know will show up more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And I made one for Temp. So chat, I'm gonna indulge you with this one. Oh, I love it.
It is very accurate to me. When Akko sent it to me yesterday, I'm like, no, yeah, that's me.
Oh goodness.
That is 100%. Me.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Cool little intro. I agree. I have ones for all of the lucky or most of the lucky talents. I need to make one for Lumi, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Dogwave, everybody.
Yeah. It is episode
woof,
42 of Dogwave.
It is.
Or as I like to label it, it's the Karen episode.
Are we gonna call it the Karen episode?
That's what I'm calling it.
Fair enough.
Because, oh boy, do we have Karens.
We do.
The Karens have been unleashed.
We do. Karen Unleashed? Is that like a weird version of Sonic Unleashed?
See, the difference here, though, is that Sonic is not normally fuzzy. Karens are always fuzzy. They don't take care of themselves.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
So,
intro reminds me of Sleep Token. I've never heard of Sleep Token before. Have you?
And for those who might not have been aware from my new songs, because I played 2 new songs for my intro. Those were from Sonic Rush, actually.
Oh, continuing on with the furry music.
I have been almost obsessed with Sonic Rush music lately. I don't know why.
Yeah.
To be fair, I have extremely fond memories of Sonic Rush. It is probably one of my favorites in the franchise.
Yeah. That's the skateboarding one, right?
No, that's Riders. Rush is
Riders?
the DS one with the first appearance of Blaze.
Ah, okay. Thank God it works now.
So, Sonic Unleashed is awesome, but don't disrespect it by comparing it to Karen's. Unleashed is 1,000 times better than Karen's. And I
smell bad.
I wanted to did you accept the thing? You did not. Oh, you did. Okay.
I did, yes.
Okay.
I think I'm able to, yeah.
Anyway, did someone mention Sonic Unleashed? That was goated. Yeah. So
it was.
Yeah, Sonic Unleashed is great, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago, more than actually a couple weeks ago now. That I theorized that a Unleashed remaster was imminent.
Yes, Temp is convinced that that's something that will happen.
I'm thinking probably next year. Because Sega tries to have like one new Sonic game a year right now. And if we don't have the
what
next
do they have
for this year?
Oh, never mind. We had Shadow.
We had Shadow for last year. We had Crossworlds for this year. And unless Sega just spontaneously announces the next mainline game, I'm going on a limb and saying it's a remaster next year.
You think so?
Yep.
Unleashed Karens lead to crazy things like Mori. Mori's not crazy, although her name is, if I remember correctly, Mori's first name is Karen or some shit like that.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oops, sorry about that, chat. I did not know what I was clicking on right there. Thank God my screen isn't showing.
And
anyway,
I was late to getting the stream prepped.
Uh-oh.
And I want to show why.
Oh, you were doing your computer?
Yes.
Excuse me. Doing your computer sounds extremely inappropriate. You were creating a brand new one. Let me see if I can show this to the
I
chat.
am streaming it. And let me make sure I can bring this up.
You know, your computer screens are like very visible right there. You should have made sure that you weren't doxing yourself before doing this.
I know my screens are visible, and I made sure.
Okay.
I was aware.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, I swapped cases today, chat.
You did. Is that the Radeon XFX? It looks so different from a GTX card.
Yeah, so that is the 9070 XT.
Yeah. Don't stick your dong in the ports. I'll be honest, if he does that, it might short it out, but we'll get back to you on that one, chat.
So I spent several hours building it. So what I did was all these
Several
parts,
hours.
several hours doing this. We had a lot of distractions, like the phone non-stop ringing and people coming over to have their computers worked on spontaneously without notice.
I just okay, so that little pin that's right underneath your thing, is that like to support the GPU?
Yes.
I think my case came with one of those and I didn't even notice.
So it is barely holding the GPU up because the GPU is just not long enough.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw the one I bought for my computer, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I don't remember where the picture of it is. Both of
So-
you screw your PCs eventually? I love my PC that much, yeah. No, I'm
So,
just kidding.
What I did, so those who don't know, I had a pre-built. Technically, it's still pre-built.
It's Ship of
The ship of
Theseus?
Theseus. Yes.
Ship
The
of
only
Theseus,
remaining parts
yes.
from the pre-built in this computer now are the motherboard and the CPU. Everything else is not original parts. It is now the Corsair Frame 4000D instead of the iBuyPower case it was in. So it is a lot more airflow. Like, let's put it this way.
Mhm.
I am live right now, and my GPU is only getting to 53C.
Is that what was it getting to before?
60.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I should check and see what mine gets to.
Now, to be fair, I'm not playing any games right now, so you know what? Maybe different. But what I did today, and I was actually done technically around 1 p.m. today, 1:30 or so. And then I spent 3 hours fighting with the RGB. Because the front fans and those 3 back fans, so the 2 under the GPU and the 1 in the back, are be quiet fans. And though none of them were lighting up. Period. So, after troubleshooting... Oh, and when I brought it into my office to plug in, it actually was power cycling, and I thought something was wrong because the screens weren't coming on at all. So I'm like, oh god, what's happening? So...
Do you want to know where my GPU is sitting right now?
Where?
44 Celsius.
To be fair, in my defense, I am streaming from the same computer as I'd be playing games.
Fair.
You are not
I mean,
streaming.
I listen. Oh, fair, but I am also playing a 12-year-old game on it that loads instantly.
Guild Wars is not intensive at all. It's unoptimized
No.
to hell and back, but...
No, it's not. I was surprised to just listen. I was like interested to see when I downloaded the game because I was like, oh, Guild Wars is pretty fun. And I have it on max settings, and again, it's still 44 degrees.
What's funny, here's the funny thing about Guild Wars, is I reinstalled it, I have it at max settings. I put it to 120 FPS, and the game was like, please stop! And was choking and dying.
Mm-hmm.
I have it down to 60 now, and it's fine. So,
what did we learn then?
120 on Guild Wars 2 is not happy.
Guild Wars 2?
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep mine at 60 then.
So,
I mean, granted, mine is not having any issues whatsoever. I've had
Are
it
you
on
having
120 and
120?
I've not seen.
oh, you
Yeah,
know
I have
what?
it at 120 and mine's
Cool.
just fine.
More power
Maybe
to
it's just that. Maybe it's just that it's the difference between a Radeon,
That-
AMD graphics
honestly,
card, and
there is enough differences between the two when it comes to games that is actually very plausible.
yeah. I
Um,
don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. But like as I've gotten more into the PC world, see, I thought this would happen when I got my other PC that I built, but like I was so rushing in building that PC, plus I built it in an area that's kind of sucked, that I feel like I just didn't get into PCs in the normal way.
No, yeah.
But with this computer, I've like gone whole optimization on making everything look as pretty as possible. And we're still not done yet, chat. Here, let me show up. I showed a picture I shared with Temp. I'm gonna pretty sure it's so. This is a good picture to show. I don't think my legs are visible in this one.
Are you
Here.
streaming it or no?
No, Harold.
I don't think you
I
should
can-
because you're, we don't need your internet shitting the bed. But
I don't think it's my internet though. That's the problem. Is
hey,
if it
you
was
showed
my-
me this earlier.
I did.
Here,
I
I'll
did,
bring it
I
up on
did.
my
So,
screen because you did send that to me.
So chat, this is the back of the PC right now. Now I did this right here is a brand new fan that I did hook up because I forgot. I got a brand new Corsair fan. I guess they're only like $20 a fan, which I was kind
For
of
that
surprised that they
model.
were that cheap.
You got so
I was if I got the new ones, I'm sure they'd be like $50 each.
yes.
So
Basically, the fans
you know,
installed in both of our cases are like the bare minimum. They're
Mhm.
good, but they're not. But they are very clearly the bare minimum.
what the fans that we have in here, I think they're pretty good. I mean, like what?
No, they are.
Listen, in terms of fans, all right. In terms of fans, I've seen better. What do you mean you've seen better? Listen, I tied back the case cables first because the case cables, in my personal opinion, need to go down first. So here, if I can zoom in, this is with the case cables. I tied these all down here. These ones are extremely long, so I was just gonna get them all nice and tied up. I didn't want to do them too tightly, so I didn't do it too tight, and I just kind of rounded them out right here, and I've got them underneath the.
I don't know computer tech
Got them.
well,
I want them
so
underneath.
I'm probably going to be very lost. That's fine, nerdy.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'll explain it.
I grew
in
up
my
around
most autistic
computers,
way possible.
so I kind of get a little nerdy about this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I am too now that I've built a computer and it's like my main thing.
This is, I would
But-
say, the second computer I've ever built from parts.
Yeah.
Occo's trying to hide their
I play Guild
programmer
Wars 2 right
sucks.
now. Nice. Somebody sent me some via somebody suggested those via Throne and I was like, whatever. And then somebody actually bought them and I was like, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
It was a joke. You guys, I'm joking. You're not supposed to actually buy those fucking things.
How much did this set you back, Occo?
Got what?
Your computer.
Computer?
Yeah.
I didn't buy. So a fan sponsored parts of this computer.
Yep.
The only parts that were not bought was the PSU,
PSU, power
the
supply.
AIO, and the memory that's right here.
Yeah.
Everything else a fan decided that they wanted to help me out with. Partially because of the birthday, partially because they just wanted to support me, which I'm very grateful for. Very, very grateful because I was going to buy significantly different parts and they decided to help me out. So I'm very grateful for them. Yeah, and so, you know, basically to go back to this real quickly, I tied down the case wires first because you don't unplug the case wires. There's no need to unless you're getting a brand new case. The case wires never get unplugged, period. Then I did the fan ones because unless you're redoing the fans, which I guess I will soon, but these ones will easily be able to be removed if you disconnect them. But unless you're disconnecting the fans, you don't unplug them. So I did them next. Then I did the power supply cables, which plugged in next. And then I did the SATA connectors and the SATA cables. And then the cables for everything else, I kind of just tied back. Like down here is the fan extender cables, and I plugged those in and tied them up back here. I was a little afraid to put some zip ties behind the case where the where the motherboard might come in contact, but I read online that it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't have direct contact with the motherboard. So I was fine with that. What's funny is this thing right here, chat. This is the hub for the fans. This is also the AIO power thing. This plugs into a SATA connector here. but this is also like what you use to power the AIO. And I don't really like that because there is no way to screw it down.
Okay, so
I was
um,
hoping there would be.
I did talk to you about this, with going with the new Corsair AIO, is where it
Eventually,
comes
we
with,
are going to go with that.
where it does come with the IQ Link system.
Yes, which
So-
that's basically what this is, but the previous
So,
generation.
do you know what the IQ Link does?
Yes, it basically allows you to control all the fans and the fan
Yes
speeds
and
and
no.
shit.
I mean, yes, but what it actually does is you can kind of daisy chain the cables all
Yes,
together.
I know that.
So instead of
Yes.
having everything hooked into one box, you can kind of like hook one cable and then hook up like 5 devices to that cable, and then hook another cable up and hook 5 devices to that one cable as well. So it
Yeah.
actually
Mounting
cuts...
Velcro.
Yes.
I thought about mounting Velcro for this. The problem is, this isn't going to be here forever. Like this is a temporary thing for the
Mhm.
computer. Once I get the new AIO cooler, this is gone basically.
Yep.
Plus, I wanted to keep this free flowing because behind it are my SSDs.
Yep.
So I'm going to because like if I ever want to remove this, the big white block here and get access to the SSDs, I need this to be accessibly
So
removable.
I found this
So
out
this is hanging free
today
for that reason.
when I was rebuilding this computer. Is your motherboard only has 2 SATA ports?
Yes, it does.
Mine
It only has 2 SATA
6.
ports. Yeah, so chat, my computer only has 2 SATA ports and 4 M2 ports, which is definitely not what I was expecting when I got this. I didn't read. I didn't read when I said okay, we'll get this, but that's okay. It just means that I need to get M2 drives eventually. So I have M2 drives on the throne.
Yep.
And if people want to help out and buy an M2 drive, those will be used for storing videos.
Yep.
One of these drives is being used right now to help start the deep storage again, because until I get a NAS system, which is the next upgrade thing I want to get, is a NAS system for all my videos. And the reason why I want something like that is because I want to be able to put all my videos on a drive and then forget about
Temp
it.
is saying he needs more ports. No, I have 6 ports. I'm good. And
Yeah, that's
I have
enough.
6 ports. I have 3 NVMe ports or slots in my motherboard. And
Well, wouldn't those be M2 drives?
yes,
Or MV?
Those are
Is it
M2.
called M2 or NVMe?
both.
Okay.
Technically both.
Okay, fair enough. It's just the
And
flavor of what you call it.
I have 2 1 terabyte drives hooked into my computer. At the bottom, you'll see like a WDMI picture down at the bottom there. I have 2 normal SSDs that are 1 terabyte, and then I have 2 M.2 NVMe's in there as well that are both 2 terabytes. So I have 6 terabytes total in my rig, on top of a full set of Be Quiet fans, so the light wings. The front has...
Yeah, chat, he decided to put his 2 fans right above his PSU.
That's
I don't.
fine.
Maybe I just don't understand it, but that bothered me a little bit.
It's okay. The 3 front fans are the RS120s, I believe, ARGBs from Corsair. The AIO is the NZXT Kraken 360, and then the power supply is the Corsair RM1000X, so it's a 1000 watt power supply. Case is the Frame 4000D. Motherboard is the MSI Z7 or MSI P or Pro Z790P Wi-Fi, and then the 13700KF CPU with the 9070 XT. I basically just listed the entire parts list of my PC by memory.
You did. Tried to leave on your birthday? Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I'm a little tired because I did basically a marathon at work today.
Oh, you are fine. But yeah, as far as parts are concerned, my PC definitely cost more than Occo's.
Well, okay, listen, we're not trying to have a dick measuring contest on parts.
Well, no,
because
the GPU alone already puts it over.
I don't care about. Listen, I got my 46. Was it 4060 or 70?
4070 Super.
I got my 4070 Super. That thing's gonna be around forever. You've been telling me that you've been having graphical issues with yours, so I think we all know which one is fine.
Yeah. And with the 97 XT, that will last for years, literal years.
Well, so will the Super.
Next step down the rabbit hole is designing the PCBs and programming microcontrollers. No, I'm good. The next thing I might. No, I was talking to my father because for those who don't know, I do live at home still because California sucks and he needs me as much as I need him.
You could just say that you're house sitting your dad, and that works.
So, the next thing I'm planning on doing is maybe upgrading the AIO to a Corsair one, probably the same one I recommended to you. So it was like a white PSU on not PSU AIO on the black motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think might be replacing those 3 Be Quiet fans with Corsair ones. Maybe either the same ones I have in the front of the case or replacing all of them. We'll see.
You want to replace them all?
Maybe. And then cable extensions. Like white and red cable extensions.
Oh, yeah. Do you? It looks like you're using cable extensions right now.
No, those are my PSU cables.
Really? Those are nice looking PSU cables. What the fuck?
Yep. So. Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's we both been busy, chat.
So I know Arctic does better. I'm definitely looking at them as well. The only reason I'm considering Corsair is the power supply and the case are both Corsair. And the front 3 fans.
Corsair's pretty decent. I like Corsair.
They are decent. But Arctic is technically better. They do better coolers, and they are, in terms of like actually cooling your CPU, better. I am using Arctic thermal paste. I had to repaste my CPU today, so I put that on there.
Mm-hmm.
And Be Quiet is actually a pretty decent company as far as like cooling.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think the reason why I kind of want to lean maybe more into Corsair is the IQ system.
Right.
Because that would clean up a lot of like cable shit. We'll see. Again, nothing is set in stone.
No, not only is it not set in
the
stone,
case is set in stone, but that's it.
I have an 8GB R9 Strix that can still run everything except PoE2. What is PoE2? Path of Exile 2. Including Guild Wars 2. I boxed it and upgraded for PoE2 GB. Oh, cool. That's pretty neat.
Can I get TempKitsempt opinion on my new build? Of course. I'm happy to look over. I honestly kind of... So in my Discord, I'm going to link it in chat right now. In my Discord, there is actually a place where you can put your computer builds.
Oh, that's cool.
So it is very specifically computers, battle stations. So if you want to show your entire setup, that's there. The computer is there. So like if you want to post your build. And then the benchmark. So if like you want to post like the benchmarks of like how your computer is doing with a certain game, you can do that too. That's all accessible within my Discord if you want to do that. So I would recommend joining the Discord if you're interested in that. Maybe we'll make a stream out of that.
Oh, that sounds useful.
Maybe like a full stream where I view chats, computers, and their setups and benchmarks and other stuff. That'd be cool. Maybe.
Yeah. How would they even do the benchmark?
Remember, if you ever want to move to Linux, IQ it up. Yeah, that is definitely a thing. That is absolutely a thing. Right now, I am using Signal
thankfully,
RGB.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm using Signal RGB as well.
I'm not a huge fan of Signal RGB just because it hijacks, like, oh, you can't use your NZXT software. You can't use your SteelSeries software. You can't use your Logitech software. It's like, It's frustrating.
Why
Like,
is the Greendale Community College in the thumbnail? I don't know what you mean.
have you never seen Community?
No. I would like to.
Occo's never seen
But
Community, chat.
is that the Karen where the Karen image is from?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it is. It is a comedy. Okay, let's put it
I
this way.
see.
Community is made by the people who did Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And it is a comedy. So you will actually notice a lot of the same actors in all their work.
Well, I know that it was a comedy Community. I just didn't watch it.
No,
you
that's
know?
fair. That is fair. So, it's been about half an hour. I think people are definitely coming in. How about we start going over some topics?
We can do that, yeah.
Shall we? Do we want to jump into a big one or do some smaller ones first?
Let's do some smaller ones.
Okay. Here we go. Sure. We'll talk about Nintendo.
Oh, we gonna? Oh, okay. I was
No,
wondering if we were gonna talk about.
We're going soft with Nintendo first. Wasn't Dan Harmon one of the writers for Community? Yes. So one of the creators for Rick and Morty was also involved with Community.
As opposed to going hard with Nintendo.
Well, like the Pocket Pair stuff. We have stuff to talk about with like the Pocket Pair Nintendo lawsuit as well.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So people are the trans community is absolutely pissed right now.
Yes,
Like they are seething because Nintendo or people were like convinced Hunter Schafer was going to be playing Zelda, which is like no.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know where that rumor was started.
It was claimed to be an insider that started it.
It was oh, okay. So it was an insider who alleged that it was a thing.
Yes.
For fuck's sake, Discord. And because of that, it started a rumor mill that like.
And because it was a trans person, the trans community latched onto that like it was the second coming of Christ.
Speaking of the individual in question, have you actually seen images of Hunter Schafer?
Yes, and
without the makeup?
Without? No.
Hunter Schafer's Link would have been hilarious. That would have been mean to Link.
So no one did verify that. The fact that this is something I've pointed out with game like developers, game companies in general, is when a rumor mill starts, the less they talk about it, the least likely it is.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Nintendo never even talked about the Hunter Schafer rumors really led me to believe that was not going to be the case.
Oh, I was kind of like in the mindset that it really wasn't gonna ever be the case because I just don't think that Nintendo would do that. I'm going real with you.
No. And I think, I don't know if it was Leon or Gator. I think it might have been Gator. Where I basically said a lot of the problems that you see in like the woke side of gaming, if like the stuff you see within Nintendo, it usually is never Nintendo of Japan. It is always NOA and Treehouse.
Oh, always, of course. They are typically the problem child of anything that happens within.
Exactly. So like Nintendo proper, Nintendo Japan, despite how greedy they are, they typically don't do the stupid shit, at least to that level.
Chad is saying, I'm surprised it's not Zendaya.
No, see here, this is something that I think people that I said about the Mario movie is that despite it being Chris Pratt who plays Mario, people need to remember that the original lore of Mario was that he is said to be an Italian plumber, but he's from Brooklyn.
But he's from Brooklyn. No, of course.
And Chris
Hunter
Pratt
Sh-
pulled off the Brooklyn accent to perfection.
Chad, that's so mean. Hunter Schafer is Ganon.
So that's what I'm saying. Nintendo actually so far has been pretty good about picking their actors for their characters. Again, my biggest complaint about the Mario movie was Jack Black as Bowser.
He didn't really sound like Jack Black though.
No,
He
but you
was
could
like,
you could absolutely tell, especially in the Peaches song.
I guess. Did we disconnect?
No.
Huh. Never mind.
You good?
Yeah, I noticed I dropped a few frames, so that's why I asked.
That's weird. So, but yeah, Nintendo announced that Bo Braggson's son, Bo Braggerson, is the actor playing Zelda, and you could definitely see with their choice in actors which iteration of Link and Zelda they're going for. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, fair enough.
Even if they don't do
Do
that
you really
story,
think that they're gonna do Breath of the Wild?
I don't think they're going to do that story proper, but I think that is like their Link and Zelda for right now. Because remember, they did use the Twilight Princess Link for several years, despite him only appearing once proper in Twilight Princess. The same thing applied to Wind Waker. They did so many Toon Link games for several years.
I mean, Toon Link was very popular. Can you blame them?
He really was.
The Rock as Ganondorf would fit? I don't think so, chat. I don't know. The Rock.
No, I don't want to see The Rock.
I really don't want him.
It's clearly a Spirit Tracks movie. Okay, but look, Spirit Tracks would actually be really cool for them to do.
Listen, if they did Spirit Tracks, I think only a few people will be happy with it.
Yeah.
They're not going to do Spirit Tracks.
If they're going to adapt a Zelda story at all, it is going to be Ocarina or Twilight Princess.
I mean, yeah, I would agree with that, yeah. Toon Link is in 5 games? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I going?
Let's see. Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Minish Cap, Four Swords Adventures. If you count...
Pedro Pascal as Ganon.
I don't know.
That wouldn't work,
I can
chat.
confirm at least 5 games. Unless you count his Smash appearances. Then it's like, what? 7 or 8?
Yeah. Link stays quiet. Ganon Jackson, English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Okay, but Sam Jackson as
think that it
Ganon would be
fit.
kind of funny.
It would be funny, but I don't think it would really work.
No, I don't think it would work either.
I don't know. I just don't feel
the thing about choosing someone for Ganondorf is no matter what version you pick, because this is live action, it needs to be someone who is either already well built or someone who is prone to knowing they can get fit within a certain period of time.
Right.
Unless they put Ganondorf in a muscle suit, no. But Ganondorf has always been fit and strong, physically. So
They may do Skyward?
no. Here's the thing. The reason I say Ocarina is still to this day, besides Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the most popular Zelda game.
Very true.
Now, that does not mean that this could not be an adaptation of the original or Link to the Past.
It could also be an original story.
Well, like Mario was an original story as well, but they had inspiration. So this could be an
Idris
original
Elba
story.
is canon. You know, Idris Elba might.
Idris
actually
Elba
slap a
might
little
actually
bit.
do fairly well. Nathan Fillion would be good for Link. I would like to see Nathan Fillion in this, as some really side character for sure. But I think he's really good for something like this. Dave Bautista, no. The Rock? No. Jack Black? No. Pedro Pascal? No.
No, fuck
Absolutely
no.
not. That man, I think, has single-handedly ruined any good faith that Marvel may have built with Fantastic Four.
How is that movie doing, by the way? I have not.
It's
paid
not out
attention
yet,
to
but
it.
it's not doing good because Marvel, and this is in our docket for later, but so we'll talk about it later. Apparently Marvel is pushing the idea that at some point Reed Richards and The Thing, before they were turned into Mr. Fantastic and The Thing,
No.
were gay.
Not even in the comic.
No.
Will Ferrell is canon.
So, if I could say anyone is Ganon, Jason Momoa or Henry Cavill may not actually be that bad of an option. And I know that sounds really weird, and I know they've both been really used. I think Henry Cavill's a bit more likely out of the two of them. But Henry Cavill is British. And I don't know about who, like, if these two actors are British, but their names scream they are British. Because like you could tell like a if they're British by like their name kind of thing.
They've got the look.
They do also have the look.
They've got the.
See, here's the
They've got
thing
the
about
British
choosing
look.
Henry Cavill as well, is if they're going for the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom style, Henry Cavill, and more specifically his voice, are kind of close to Matt Mercer. And if they wanted,
I was gonna say Matt Mercer would have gone for it as well.
oh,
just
he
because
probably
was
would have,
in-
but I don't know, like his.
He's
like-
too white.
Well, no, Ganon has always been green. They can just paint him, or well,
Oh, I know. I'm just
and they could.
parroting what you
Idris
were
Elba is
probably
not
gonna
a
hear from
bad
Twitter.
solution. Idris Elba would be great for the role as well. The problem is they need someone who can do a villain proper. Ganon has always been, a well-written villain. And if
Has he always been well written?
I would say yes.
You'd say yes.
Ganondorf. Let me rephrase this. Ganondorf.
Fair enough.
So, I don't know. I feel like the Tard would get pissy if they cast Cavill. Oh, yeah, they would. But, again, there's a few options. We'll see what Nintendo picks. Nintendo could pick someone that we've never even thought of as well.
Well, I mean, they could do what they did here is choose somebody that we've never fucking heard
Exactly.
of before.
They could choose someone, but I have a feeling that they may end up getting a popular actor to try and attach a big name to this movie. Kind of like yeah, we have Chris Pratt and a few other big names tied to Mario, but getting Jack Black in there, whether or not we like him as an actor, he's a really big name. So getting someone, especially with the fact they have two actors that I'm sure a lot of us, and even like you and me and people in chat don't know, we don't know who these people are. I wish them all the best as far as this
talent
movie
is unknown.
Exactly. So having someone with a big standing, like again, big names like Idris Elba, Henry Cavill, Sam Jackson even. I'm not saying he's good for the role, but the point stands is having a big name brand attached to this would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying Henry Cavill, not Henry Cavill, Chris Pratt. Another actually decent actor, I didn't even think of it, would be Chris Evans as Ganondorf. The problem then goes back to British.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans
Which
has
one's
played
Chris Evans again?
Captain America.
Okay.
And Human Torch. The problem, he can play a pretty decent villain. The problem is that he's also kind of pompous.
I don't want Chris Evans to play him. All right.
Now, hear me out. I just thought of this. Hugh Jackman as Ganondorf.
I don't think his voice works.
Have you seen Wolverine?
Yes, I've seen Wolverine. Which one?
He's all of them.
I know. Chris Evans is great at being a douche, even as Captain
Chris
America.
Evans is great at being a douche. Yeah.
Oh.
Hemsworth is Ganon?
Hemsworth doesn't have an evil vibe to him. That's the problem.
Yeah, he doesn't. What about the Reacher guy? Oh, here, let me bring up on screen so Akko knows who you're talking about. I
But,
love
you know,
how I
your
just
screen
searched
is
his
still-
first name. I know. I'm doing this in another window.
Okay.
Here, this image does fantastic. Oh, okay, hold on. The image went away. How dare.
Oh no.
Okay, here. Nope. No, not that. I just want that.
Burn
This is
Paul.
Alan Rickson. Or Richson. I don't know his ethnicity. Again, we're coming back to the idea that someone
He's not
British.
black, I'll tell you that much.
He's not black. I mean, like, American, British. Like, what is his accent? I don't know. But, damn,
Okay.
he built. This is the guy that people are wanting to play Batman in the James Gunn DC movies.
Okay.
Liam Neeson's canon. Oh God. Josh Brolin.
I know you have
could
not
be
met me
decent as
before.
well.
I have a very specific set of dark magic skills.
Liam. So yeah, no. Again, they're gonna choose someone at a decent age to play Ganondorf. I don't know. Again,
I don't know, indeed.
we'll find out. The movie doesn't come out till 2027. So it will start filming in 2026.
Uh-huh.
So we will probably be hearing about the new Ganon, or who's playing Ganondorf, or Ganon himself, by probably, I'm going to say March 26th.
Right.
Because March 26th would be a literal year away before Zelda. No, wait, no. They moved Zelda to July, I think, for 27.
Wait, 27?
Yes.
Why 27?
I don't know. We were talking about it before after we watched Sonic 3 when they announced Sonic 4, and it was revealed that Sonic 4 would be coming out the literal same week as Zelda.
Fuck.
And then Nintendo announced that they delayed Zelda to later in the year. So
That is it feels like a long time away, but it really isn't.
it really isn't. I was actually really interested to see Sonic and Zelda kind of go up against each other in the same week.
I mean, since it is a first Zelda game,
Zelda movie, yeah.
or Zelda movie, whatever, I could see it.
I guess it will do very well. I will tell you that right now.
Again, the fact that they are not using
Hunter Schafer.
Yeah, I think that'll help.
Absolutely, it will. The chick playing Zelda already kind of looks like her. I can already see it in her. I'm not sold on the guy playing Link.
Yeah, because he's not blonde.
I don't see it in him. Even just his face, I don't see it. Sonic, or March 27th is Sonic 4, the next Godzilla, and I think Spider-Verse 3. Oh.
Wait, Spider-Verse is getting another movie?
The sequel ended in a cliffhanger. It ended as it was a 2-part movie. Bastards. I'm going to rewatch Spider-Verse 2 when Spider-Verse 3 is out, so I can watch them both at the same time, because it is a literal 2-part movie.
People are going to hate me. I've never seen Spider-Verse.
All right, that is something we will be sitting down and watching. Spider-Verse is actually very good. At least
I've
the
heard it's
first one.
decent.
I really liked the first one. I'm not sold on the sequel. But
I am unknowing.
knowing Sonic 4 is happening in March and knowing apparently Spider-Verse is happening in March that year, I'm now actually quite worried about Sonic.
Worried as in it won't do well?
Yes. Because, and now don't get me wrong, I'm happy they're doing a fourth movie and they have the room to do more of stories of the same caliber like 1 through 3.
Uh-huh.
But people will look at Sonic 4 and be like, this is the end of that journey. Why do we need another movie? Very much that like Infinity War vibe. Like, okay, in Endgame ended. That story arc is done. Move on. The problem is that like, will people look at Sonic 4 that way? Or will people actually want to see it continue like in almost like this MCU type thing? Because if Sonic were to end as like a movie series, kind of like Marvel did,
yeah,
Solaris is where that ends.
Nick Cage. Nick Cage is Ganon.
I think the 6th movie would be where it properly would end, because I think that will be Silver and.
Do you think they're gonna
Knuckles.
make 6 movies?
I do. I think the 4th movie sets up a proper plot line, dealing with time travel, which will be like, okay, Eggman, quote unquote, died, was in fact sent to the future, made the Metal Sonics, sent them back in time. Amy followed, but that makes Amy the potential Blaze to Silver's, like, or to the Blaze to Silver in 06.
Uh-huh.
And eventually we will see the 6th movie probably lead into 06, which will then introduce Silver proper.
Uh-huh. Nick Cage is Ganon. I don't know, man.
The fact that Sonic 4 or Sonic 3 at the ending already confirmed time travel, or at least it didn't confirm it. It's highly implied because Amy and Metal both come from Sonic CD, which is a time travel focused game.
Oh, that's right. The next movie is gonna be Metal Sonic.
Yep.
Fuck.
So.
And Metal Sonic is all about time travel.
At least in his first
I don't
appearance.
want time travel.
But introducing time travel these days at any point is an inevitability for Silver.
What arm? Fuck.
So, I don't know. Here's not Ray Porter, the actor who played Darkseid in the Snacksiders Justice League. I don't know. I've actually never watched Justice League because when it was coming out, I heard it was ass.
Yeah.
And I already wasn't a huge fan of Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. So I had no indication or no desire to go see Justice League.
Everything is time travel now? I mean, like, you're not entirely wrong. I just don't like it.
At least,
I feel like time travel is just like a way for people to excuse having something shitty.
Yeah. The only way...
And I'm not a big fan.
The only reason I'm going to let Sonic slide is because it was pre-established decades ago now in the franchise with CD. And if they're adapting CD, and so far, because it's the same people involved with Sonic 1, 2, and 3 doing 4, and they've already been very careful about the source material and making sure it's proper while making it still fit within the context of the movies. So I have faith they will do it fine. But we'll see. I don't think they're gonna do multiverse. Thank God. That's the one I'm sick of. I am sick to death of the multiverse stories.
I am too. I'll be right back.
Okay. Welcome, Try.
You may talk. Your screen is on.
Yeah, I know. Bad writers love time travel, and all good writers say never do time travel. Avoid like. Oh yeah, no. I would say very few things got time travel right. And that is like OG Doctor Who, for a good reason. I would say Doctor Who up until they were done with Blanking on his name. The guy after Matt Smith. Like, that was decent. Legends of Tomorrow season 1. Back to the Future is a great one as well. And Loki, the first season of Loki. Those did it very well. But that's the thing, is like, it's very hard to do time travel very well. Capaldi, that's right. Thank you, chat. Peter Capaldi. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about Sonic 4, but I understand that people may find it's now time to dip out of Sonic as far as the movies are concerned, because we saw 3, Eggman is dead. It now assumes that perhaps, and I say dead, but quote unquote dead. With that idea established, people will be like, okay, well, that's it. That's the end. We're done. We're not watching anymore. See, a multiverse story is good if you have a Kino no Tabi or One Piece type of story where the world is the island of the city. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I will say, the times that Sonic has tried time travel versus the time Sonic has tried multiverse, time travel is typically good with Sonic, and multiverse is very typically bad. So, he's dead until Jim Carrey needs more money. Yeah, I would agree with that, but also Jim Carrey has actively come out and said he really enjoys playing Eggman, and he just might want to do it just for the sake of doing it, because he really enjoys it. I think the rumor is Shadow the Hedgehog TV show will tie into Sonic 4. So it's rumored to be a TV show, but is rumored as much to be a movie. What about Sonic Mania was multiverse? Yeah. Yeah, it is. But Sonic Prime exists, and Sonic Prime is one of the biggest piles of dog shit that Sonic has ever had. I hated Prime. Time travel gets confusing. Don't follow the established rules. Yeah. Sonic 3 was peak. It was. Here's a thought. Ray Porter, the actor who played Darkseid in Zack Snyder's... Yeah, no. Again, we talked about Justice League already with that actor, and it's plausible, but I don't know for sure.
I returned.
Welcome back. But yeah,
I needed like something sweet to eat, so
no worries.
I got some cream cheese.
Okay, so I'm gonna rephrase my time travel multiverse statement with Sonic. More often than not, time travel is better than multiverse with Sonic. Sonic has done multiverse 4 times. Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Mania, and Sonic Prime. And
everybody hated Sonic Prime.
Sonic Prime was awful. What did I not like about Prime? Oh, I could go on about what I don't like about Prime. But my biggest...
You be short about it.
My biggest gripe is that Sonic... because they have established that this is Sonic post Advance 3.
Right.
After they claimed that Sonic was canon. Meanwhile, Sonic's personality here at this point in time does not fit at all. Period. He is so annoying that it actually made Shadow look good.
Which is normally not a good
Lately
thing.
has not been a thing. Yeah. So...
Right.
And also, the Chaos Counselor, instead of just like, this was the opportunity, Sega, to do Eggman and Eggman Nega. Why did you not do that? Why did the multiverse story not involve Blaze? Not involve potentially Silver? You know, like characters that are known, or like Marine, and maybe hell, if this was how you want to introduce Styx, you could choose Styx from Sonic Boom. Like there are well-established multiverse characters.
And they didn't use them.
They didn't use any of them. Like, that's the thing.
I think, chat, is they designed a show for kids.
It was very much a show for kids, and I am someone...
And Temp didn't like that.
If you want to understand how I feel about Sonic, I grew up with, like, the original classics and the 2000s era Sonic, which is SA1, SA2, Heroes, Shadow, 06, Unleashed, you know, Rush Adventure, all this stuff, which is very dark with the right amount of childishness to it. That's what I like out of Sonic.
Right.
So, we will be, okay. I'll let you answer the super chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we are talking about the stuff.
Are we gonna talk about Anna Valence tonight?
Maybe the bit that
I didn't know she was
she mentioned stuff
gay.
about what's going on with like what we're talking about today too.
Wait. See, because I've been at work all day. All I knew is that Anna Valence was fired from not Trigger Point,
From
from
Vice.
Waypoint. Quote unquote fired.
Yeah.
Were they actually fired?
That's what I'm hearing. I don't know though.
Thank you for the 5, by the way. No, I'm not cheating cream cheese.
Is Zelda a multiverse or multi-chronology? Multi-chronology. Because technically every Zelda game is like together in like a story, but they're so spread apart that usually it does not matter.
Yeah.
Like with Zelda, it's Skyward Sword and then Ocarina, and then it splits off to like,
Depending on what happens.
yeah, like Wind Waker or Majora's Mask or like I think it's like the first Zelda or something. But the point stands
Yeah.
is like it is multi-chronology, but it's so spread out that like unless you've played all the games, like it's not gonna matter. Like you're not gonna really
Right.
care about like Zelda continuity.
A lot of people are asking about Anna Valence, so maybe we should move on to
Yeah. I agree.
the big boy story
I agree.
or the big Karen story.
The big Karen story. I agree. Oh, wrong tab. It's okay. So this is how it started. This was July 16th when we first got news of this. New Steam rules prohibit games that upset payment processors, and many adult-only games are now being removed. This was when this story first started. So
Right.
we had no idea about the people involved specifically at this point. Just PayPal, Visa, and Mastercard.
Yeah, because what a lot of people knew is that Steam was like one of the last bastions of non-censorship.
Yep.
Like, they did censor some things.
They,
but,
they
like,
censor stuff based on like who wants it censored. Like if it's like China wants this gone, okay, well, it's fine. That makes sense.
right,
Etc.
right.
Because they try to follow the local law when it comes to what games are on their marketplace. So when this happened, sorry, I need to unplug my mouse. It's bothering me. It's wired. When this happened, people noticed a subsect of games. I don't know if they talk about them here. So, in recent years, Steam has unlocked the potential for adult-themed games on Steam, with the storefront even adding a hide adult games feature to hide all that smut from the average user's homepage. However,
Which is nice, by the way.
it is very nice. Something Nintendo should learn from. Nintendo, Anyway, however, some gamers are worried that there will be a significant reduction in adult content on the PC marketplace as new rules prohibit games that upset the digital store's payment processors. Via Automaton, and we have some of their articles in our docket as well.
Yeah.
The new clauses added to the Steam guidelines means that any game that upsets these services' payment processors, card networks, banks, and internet network providers will not be allowed to be sold on the store. In the guidelines, Valve specifically mentioned certain kinds of adult-only content will be prohibited from sale. This comes after new content guidelines on Nexus mods and a number of crackdowns on other websites as well. In the past, services such as Mastercard and Visa have blocked the use of their cards on specific adult websites. Essentially, payment processors such as the aforementioned Mastercard aren't fond of having their tools used to purchase certain types of content. This comes after the controversy of the adult-only game No Mercy, which included explicit and violent content against women. The game, which was purchased by hundreds of gamers, was recently removed from Steam and other platforms after making international news headlines. In the wake of these guidelines, the recent app events on SteamDB show a number of games that have been removed from sale, as reported by Games Radar. This has mostly affected titles that are filled with adult content of unsavory themes, including titles with, let's say, heavy use of familial relations. Well,
Which is funny and thankfully not real, but
yeah. While
they
some
take it too seriously.
may decry censorship, specific forms of adult content are often prohibited by payment processors, as sometimes they too can be blamed for the sale of specific content via their services. Additionally, the types of games that are removed from Steam at the time of writing are usually found on other services such as itch.io or more specific websites. And I don't know if you want to talk about the games that were removed. Can I?
We probably don't need to say all of them.
No, we don't. Can I sort this by removed, or can I just find removed? Oh. Think this is them.
That might be. Yeah, that's a good chunk of them, actually.
Yeah.
That is a good
So, like,
chunk of
My
them.
Hypnotized Family. Or, NTR with Hypnosis Application. Like, yeah.
See, these are a bunch of games where I just like.
That's why I'm not zooming in.
Listen.
I'm not giving them that attention.
It's one of those things where I read when I hear these. Thank you for the follow. I didn't. Oh, that's why I didn't show up. I need to add that to the screen. It's one of those things where I look at it as like a lot of these things are, and I have no room to speak, extremely degenerate. But I don't understand why people are getting this pissy about it. Excuse me. And well, I know why they're getting pissy over it. The individuals. So what do we know about the individuals that are doing this? Because they're not even American.
They're not even
Australian.
American. So
They're Aussies. Thanks, Aussies. You did it
this
again.
is a group called Collective Shout. At the time, we didn't quite know what they were, but Collective Shout is a group of women, is my understanding, that until recently I didn't even know existed, but apparently have existed for years and has tried taking down games like Detroit Become Human.
Kind of surprised that they didn't get that one taken down. Maybe it's because that game.
I learned that from Anna Valens.
Do we have a copy of their articles, by the way?
I do not. Can you find that for me? It's gonna be on Valens' Twitter.
Did they like keep them?
Yes. They didn't remove them. Why is that not? Uh-oh. Hold on. Anyway, so
Which account is theirs? There's so many accounts named Anna Valens.
fine, I will do it.
Hold on.
You're useless.
I'll find it.
We could just do this. I know Savvy was talking. It's in the Discord? Oh, is it? Did you all put it in Dogwave suggestions? Or
Where is it?
where is it? Check the thread in UTT. Oh, it's in UTT. Okay. Hold on.
Granted, UTT thread is kind of cursed. Just don't open it on screen.
I'm not.
Oh, yep, there it is. There it is.
Antivalence
There it is. I'll send it to you.
Oh, you found it?
I found it.
Awesome. I just found it as well. It's on Web Archive. Whoa, we ready for that?
Chat. I'm gonna tell you right now. It is weird that what took down Anna Valens wasn't
Kirsha.
the Fox.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the Fox. It wasn't the Fox. It wasn't me. It wasn't anybody on Twitter. All right. It was fucking Aussie socialists. They're apparently hyper religious too. I found that out today. They're apparently extremely religious, and I imagine that I will massively hate these women till the end of the time because they are acting like.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't like them.
Real quick, do you know if Savvy's video exists? I know she was making it about them.
I don't think so.
Not yet? Okay. Chat, we may be watching that next week. Because I tell you right
We'll
now,
see.
this story will keep going for a bit.
Here's what I'll say. So, chat, Collective Shout is a group that of people that have been trying to ban certain video games that they don't like. When you dig into it, a lot of these weird people have served in some form of Australian government, and they have been feminists pretty much their entire life. They've been around for so long that they tried to get Detroit Become Human removed completely. And it is all from a bunch of people that, like, again, fiction isn't reality, but these people want to treat it as that. And so using their power of right. So here's the thing that bothers me. What bothers me is that not only did they write this letter to the different payment processors, it's that the payment processors listened. Because here's the thing. I think that the big bad of this is not necessarily these women. I think these women are evil, obviously. I think they're very bad, and I think that what they're doing is gross. But I don't think that these are the final boss, because the only reason why the payment processors did what they did is because payment processors are also owned by a bunch of religious people that want to ban all things porn.
Yep.
And eventually that's what they're going to do.
I mentioned this on a post a mom made about them, and I basically said these are the worst versions. Like, if you had Sweet Baby, that was level 1. This is 2. Because now we're done with the infiltration. Now they're just getting violent.
They are.
And while I'm not sure exactly who is a part of this group, so we're gonna read Anna Valen's article about this. I do apologize, chat.
Savvy did upload their video, by the way.
Oh, Savvy did?
Yes.
Oh, can you
30
send that to
minutes.
me?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll watch that tonight, chat. What's level 3? BlackRock. Well, or, unless someone worse than this, but not that bad comes on. We'll see.
Right.
But
Can we go plus ultra chat?
pretty sure it's illegal. Payment processors shouldn't be able to do anything like that. It's not their responsibility. That's the thing, though. It does not matter because of their monopoly.
Dude, you want to know how hard it is to get a payment processor? You have to pay $80 million to be in every single state.
Yeah.
That's the bottom floor cost.
So, We are going to talk about Antivalence because we believe, we're not sure, that this Australian feminist group is the reason Antivalence got fired from Vice.
I can believe it. I think that Anna Valens has been kind of an issue for them for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and they were looking for an excuse to get rid of Anna.
Yep. So
So
let's give it a read. If it's too bad, we'll stop. But I think this is still worthy of, if Anna Valens was fired, I want to know why. I want to know what they said to get them fired. Because
it's
clearly,
just funny that like this is what gets them fired. Like
Exactly.
unironically, I look at this and I'm just like, this is what gets Anna Valens, like legitimately. I would have stopped at the now this is just me, but I would have stopped at the libel. Yeah, the libel and the slander.
Mhm.
But you know, that's just me.
Yeah, and no, absolutely. And like, for someone like Valence who has done so much really evil shit, I want like, and they haven't been fired yet. I want to see what pushes Vice over the limit.
Yes.
So
Payment processor.
yeah, clearly, over the past week, gamers have heavily criticized Australian group Collective Shout. The radical feminist organization has taken responsibility for changes to Steam's payment processors that resulted in the removal of various adult games with taboo themes. As Collective Shout wrote on its official website today, the group has targeted nearly 500 games for removal on Steam, with 81 titles that the group still wants delisted from Valve's storefront. As concerned consumers have dug into Collective Shout's history to better understand its future plans, many have missed a key aspect hiding in the public eye. Collective Shout has the backing of several prominent anti-porn groups. On July 11th, Collective Shout published an open letter to the CEOs behind PayPal, Mastercard, Visa, PaySafe, Discover, and JCB. On the post, Collective Shout includes signatures from executives at such censorship-prone organizations as National Center on Sexual Exploitation, or NSOS, and Exodus Cry, sorry. Other allies include the anti-porn groups Coalition Against Trafficking in Women and the UK.org, CEASE, both NCOS and Exodus Cry had previously encouraged the removal of certain online content they deem harmful, with NSOS in particular taking a strong focus on Steam. In 2018, NSOS previously targeted a series of visual novels, briefly threatening the removal of those titles on Valve's digital storefront. Steam ultimately reversed its decision to ban those games, instead opening the door to adult content on the platform. Since 2018, NSOS has repeatedly mentioned Steam in its various articles, almost as if the anti-porn organization has been waiting for an opportunity to go viral with a censorship campaign against the platform. Did the group play a pivotal role in pressuring American payment processors to change their policies towards Steam? It's plausible. ANSOS, which originally began as the Religious Morality and Media Organization, is a conservative group based in the US. Honey Pop is a game available on Steam, a popular gaming platform that sells and distributes thousands of video games for all sorts of systems, including PC, Mac, mobile devices, and more. Encos wrote on his website in 2020, Steam must be held accountable for not only allowing this game to be on their platform, but for not providing proficient parental controls and safety features to make sure the games of this nature are found by explicitly or especially vulnerable children. Meanwhile, Exodus Cry led a viral online crusade against Pornhub in 2020, resulting in significant changes to the world's most popular adult content platform. Free Speech Coalition's Mike Stable has previously described Exodus Cry as a faith-based activist group that believes all pornography and sex work should be banned. In 2022,
Yeah, I don't like that.
Exodus Cry argued in a news post that online searches for video games, Fortnite, and Pokemon lead children to graphic sexual content. The article proceeded to criticize viral Animal Crossing New Horizons inspired Anka Zone not safe for work dancing meme, which is great, by the way. Anyway, for using a character from a popular children's video game. The phrasing is misleading. New Horizons was actually most popular with adults in their 20s and 30s. The Nintendo title became a household name among millennials and young adult Zoomers stuck inside amid the early days of COVID-19. Yesterday, Vice requested specific details from Collective Shout on Steam games that, per the organization, depict child abuse. As of yet, the group has not clarified which games portray the subject matter and how. As this reporter covered yesterday, it seems incredibly unlikely that any adult Steam games depict underage characters in sexual scenarios. Valve previously pulled
I
a
think
vision.
that's one of the few things that Steam bans, actually.
It is, yes. It got a little bad because of Senra Kagura. I remember some people talking about it, that this rule went a little too hard and banned Senra Kagura for a while. I think it has been unbanned, but
Really?
yes. But they have a limit. Valve themselves have a limit, and I understand.
Uh-huh. I mean, anything having to do with kids,
It's a
like
slippery
or
slope.
not, people are... No, it's not a slippery slope. I think just they're going to be like, we're not going to touch this.
Yeah,
It's easier for people to say, I don't want to touch this.
exactly.
How do they know the media depicts child abuse? I don't know. A lot of the games that were removed... You know what's funny is the one game that I heard wasn't removed was like Actually Time with Hitler or some shit like that.
Mhm.
That game's still on Steam.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, I'm going to be honest with you. Might just be me, but I find that funny.
No, I agree. Let's see. Depict child abuse. As of yet, the group has not clarified which games portray the subject matter and how. As this reporter covered yesterday, it seems incredibly unlikely that any adult Steam games depict underage characters in sexual scenarios. Valve previously pulled a visual novel over a hidden, inaccessible file of an 18-plus scene with a character that Valve considered underage.
Considered under...
And that's the thing, is that's kind of where it kind of got into the Senra Kagura issue as well.
Uh-huh.
Is because they were considered underage despite the giant titty on pretty much like 90% of the characters. So I'm not going to say Valve is perfect. Valve has their issues.
I'd say they do better than most.
They do better than most, though, yeah. The visual novel was only restored to Steam when the offending file was removed. So, Collective Shout, they said Stop Video Game Violence, Stop Video Game Detroit Become Human, depicting child abuse and violence against women being sold in Australia. And that was back in 2018.
And it didn't do anything.
No. In fact, well, hold on.
Hilarious.
Hold on. Maybe it did. Hold on. Detroit Become Human Australia. The game was not banned. Okay.
Savvy's videos on YouTube? Okay. Well, we know.
Yeah, we might watch it tonight. If not, maybe we'll do...
see. We've got a lot of things to watch
We
or
do.
go through tonight.
We do. In other words, it seemed virtually impossible for Steam to host any adult games depicting child abuse. Rather, Collective Shout may be targeting popular video games that depict children in scenarios where they face distress or harm. Even if these depictions are intended to encourage concern and care in the player, from there, the organization may be describing these titles as featuring child abuse. In 2018, Collective Shout encouraged its supporters to sign a petition to ban Quantic Dream's Detroit Become Human for sale in Australia. Claiming the game's features child abuse and violence against women, the petition focused on an abusive father's violent behavior towards his housekeeper and daughter in the game. This dynamic core to the character's Kara's story arc. It is intended to encourage empathy for the abused woman and child. While it's unclear whether Collective Shout is actively targeting Detroit Become Human in 2025, the removal of such a game would be akin to artistic censorship in material discussing misogyny abuse against female family members. Targeting the game, in other words, could be considered anti-feminist in intent. This isn't the first time Collective Shout has used misleading language to target a video game for censorship. In 2014, the organization called on Target to remove Grand Theft Auto 5 from store shelves, sharing a petition.
That long ago?
Yeah. Guess what? It
Huh.
didn't work.
Fucking feminists.
Sharing a petition.
You know what's really funny about this chat? A lot of the games that they got removed are games that women would probably play. They're
Yeah.
not even men games. A lot of them are women games.
Yep. Well, GTA 5.
Well, okay. Like the games that we got removed from Steam recently is what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, yeah. They are. Sharing a petition that claims the game encourages players to commit sexual violence and kill women, Collective Shout described GTA as if it was a misogynistic funhouse, stating the game's lets players enact their fantasies of committing, the game's name lets players enact fantasies of committing extreme violence against women, including punching women to the point of unconsciousness, killing them with a bat, gun, or machete, running them out the car, setting them on fire as they continue screaming.
Oh no, it's a video game.
Oh no,
Who
it's a video game.
cares?
It's true that GTA has come under scrutiny for its depiction of sex workers. The series has long faced controversy for a common healing tactic where players have this with a full service this worker to restore their health and then prominently attacking the provider to keep their money. However, GTA is not specifically built to ensure players carry out their fantasies of committing extreme violence against women. The open world mayhem seen throughout the game, where players run into pedestrians and blow up cars, is designed to be as an equal opportunity chaos creator without a particularly gendered focus. If anything, male law enforcement officials are commonly the target of player violence.
Thank you for the donation. I'll any ones that Temp talks over, we'll read over later.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear them going up by the way. Stop.
Oh yeah.
Nor is GTA 5 built entirely around hitting people with your car. At the core of the game is a single-player crime narrative, complete with its own cast of female characters, blah, blah, blah. Collective Shout's 2014 campaign against GTA drastically misrepresented the game's open-world design, suggesting the organization has a larger history of misinterpreting content within a game in order to drum up support. Adult content creators and gamers alike have focused intently on Collective Shout, and for good reason. The group is proudly touting its work pressuring payment processors to get hundreds of Steam games banned, but Collective Shout is the beginning, not the end, of a far larger issue. The organization is clearly networked with some far bigger players in the world of online censorship, whether that's Exodus Cry or Ensos. It's likely that Collective Shout has some heavy hitters working behind the scenes in order to accomplish its goals. But unless Collective Shout directly publishes its list of so-called child abuse games on its Steam, its public bluster on the topic appears to be manipulative in nature, akin to how it treated GTA and Detroit Become Human in the past. In other words, concerned feminists worry about Collective Shout's credibility may want to side with the gamers on this one. The so-called feminist organization pushing for Steam censorship isn't telling you the full truth. While there's some wording in here I'm not a huge fan of, I understand the point.
Which wording are you not a fan of?
I'm not mentioning them. You know which ones.
Oh, the vor one? The vor shit?
Well, yes, but you know the
Chat, for those that don't know, the person who wrote that article is Anna Valens. I almost said fart porn, but they're not into farting. They're just a vor. They're a vor VTuber. A bad one, in my
Yep.
personal opinion.
Yep. No, yeah. So it's not a bad article though. It definitely gets to the point and definitely is informative.
Yeah.
When
But
Valens
why did it
is
get
not...
removed? Why did it get removed? is the
Yeah, I don't know.
question.
I'm guessing it was fine, but because it definitely put Collective Shout in the crossfire and was showing what they did bad, that got them to... This is why I think it was a payment processor thing.
It's definitely a payment processor thing. Chat's bringing up, by the way, that there is allegedly like a law that's being put through
Mm-hmm.
that they're trying to pass that will stop banks and payment processors from do this.
Good. Good. Let's see. What was I have to go open this again. So we had that. And Pirate Nation actually gave us a kind of an idea of what this is. So this NGO, Collective Shout, is behind the recent Steam game ban. These feminists are pressuring payment processors to oppose Valve. They are your enemy. So Skrill, JCB, Discover, Visa, PayPal, Mastercard, PaySafeCard. You know, these are the ones that want these games gone, which doesn't make sense because, like, their whole point is money.
Their whole point is money, Temp, but they are religious snobs.
That's true.
That's the
true.
point. That's the point that I don't like. Is it's all religious snobs
Mhm.
that are like they're just, there's no easier way to say it other than just they are hyper religious snobs that want to get shit banned.
Yep.
This is not a new thing, chat. This is not new whatsoever. And because it's not a new thing, it's been happening for years.
Mhm.
They've done it with content that they find objectionable. They've done it to video game stuff. They did it to porn stuff. And now they're going to continue. Thank you for the 10 again, Internet Zen Master.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
That is
So,
pretty funny. Yes, it is. How am I liking it? Oh, I've played Guild Wars 2 for a while. I haven't touched it in a while, but it's fine. It's very I can just point and click and let shit die.
yeah, pretty much.
Their whole point is control. Well, yeah, of course. Their whole point is definitely control.
So, this account Haley, I think actually that's their Bull following. Yeah, Bull follows them and Flash follows them. Said I knew the woman behind Collective Shot was unhinged. She believes Lara Croft, Hinoka, Cortana, and others are pornified and sexist. Yes, really. She claims no women can have large breasts without implants. Excuse me, that's an insult to millions of women, including me. Oh, I could see it. I could see it.
Can you open up this woman's profile to show us just how big her tits are?
That's
Is she a porn? Listen, she doesn't look like a porn star, so just do it.
okay.
Like I said, she doesn't look like a porn star from that far back.
Yeah, but
I go over Madame Savvy's tweets. We have not.
We will be
no.
though.
We'll take a look at a couple of them.
Crumb Savvy Flash Bull. Okay.
Listen, Rage makes sense.
Yeah.
So does Flash. Flash is funny. No, like click her image.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. Yeah. Fucking the. My brain lost it.
Occo was like,
I lost it.
You know that meme of Kylo Ren just screaming more? That was you.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Zoom enhance.
Zoom and enhance.
Occo's like, I need to see more. Give me more.
Did you see the financials? I gave them to Temp. I don't know if he's.
So I looked them over, and I will be totally honest. I am lost.
We can pull them up and see.
We can. 4 Gooners outed. Anyway, so they parade as advocates for women, yet they shame our bodies, deny our biology, spew sexist nonsense, and push a narrative built on judgment and control. Yeah, they've been doing this more and more and more and more. The hypocrisy is staggering. Collective Shout is ideological sewage, and Mel Tankard resist. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, that's the woman.
Ugh.
That is the woman behind the censorship.
Ugh. I'm good, thanks. No. Oh, anyway. Nope.
She's an old woman, man. She's
Yeah.
probably somebody's grandma. Why are you? What? She probably looked very hot in her heyday. I don't know. You know what's funny about this?
Mm.
Do you think this is a funny little fucking thought? But do you think that these women are jealous of other women and just want to ruin it for everybody?
I think that's been like the common.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think that's a possibility. Also, chat, like the stream. Like the stream. Let's see if we can get to 100 tonight. Very much appreciated. Also, like Temp stream as
Yeah,
well, I
please.
think.
Yeah, chat. If you could like the stream, that'd be great. And if you like the content producing, I'd also appreciate it if you liked or subscribed on YouTube. Hit the bell and join the Discord.
A lot of people are putting down some ones, so, you know. I believe my audience 100%. I've always taken my audience's word for it, point blank. So, we're going to say that she's not a grandma, she never had kids. Oh, never mind. She's just a hag.
She's just a hag.
She's just a hag from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Women love to hate other women. Accurate, yes.
That is
Very, very, very accurate. There's a lot of ones in there. Holy shit, chat. Thank you for the likes, by the way.
So, given the chance, they would ban or censor Dead or Alive, Stellar Blade, First Ascendant, Halo, and so many other games in a heartbeat. If it doesn't fit their worldview, they want it erased. If it features freedom, beauty, and choice, they want it gone. They scream harm, but really it's all about control. It's the same old world war against the so-called male gaze, a weaponized label used to shame and condemn developers and gamers for indulging in design, style, or storytelling that dares to celebrate human form or emotion. These old, barren,
crazy?
sexually deprived bitches hate seeing other people enjoying themselves.
I'm gonna look up it. You keep going.
It makes them mad. They see fun and spit fury. They see joy and get bitter. They see self-expression and throw bitch fits. Their mindset: if I can have fun, if I can't have fun, no one else should be allowed to too. It makes matters worse. A lot of disturbing info is now coming to light about the group and its leadership. The deeper people dig, the uglier it gets. Don't let them get the control they're so hungry for. The thing is that they went and they pissed off the wrong crowd.
Yes.
Like,
I am looking for it, but there is some really good videos on the Satanic Panic by Chadtronic.
Okay.
Who you probably haven't heard the name of in a while. Keep going though.
Okay. Well, that was the end of that post. Like, but let me see what I have next.
Thank you for the 10. Zinner at Zenmaster, you've been very generous tonight. Thank you.
And what sucks is we actually had a game in the Crossfire that didn't actually need to be removed, but was.
So I heard this was because of a DMCA.
That I am hearing as well. But,
that's why I haven't talked about this one.
Okay, well, we could talk about it because it may be one, it may be the other. We don't know. I'm surprised people are not saying it's AI, because that seems to be the common theme, is that everything is AI, at least in people's minds. So, Detective Game mysteriously taken down during Steam's Sex Simulator Purge, was not a victim of Crossfire. Devs confirm other reason for deletion. Okay, so the devs themselves even say it is DMCA. That's weird. Because I could definitely see the, like, I don't know, the theming behind this. It's just very, very much Phoenix Wright. So we'll see.
Well, I think the fact that it was so similar to Phoenix Wright is what got them in trouble.
It's not, though. The menus, like, looking at the menus, it's really not.
I understand, but, like, that's what I feel like it was.
You think it was just Capcom on their high horse?
It could have been. Are they known for DMCAing people?
No, they're not, actually.
Oh, then I don't know.
Like, if they do,
All right.
It's very quiet. Because there's a lot of games that are like Resident Evil and Monster Hunter that they don't go after.
So, The only reason why I was thinking about bringing up a video, I only will bring it up if you really want to, because these are it's a really want to. This one is like 6 minutes long. We might have. I think we've watched it before. It was parents upset over Animal Crossing. Which,
We can watch it.
okay, by Chad Tronic.
I'm gonna
too.
move this over here so I can turn on Guild Wars in the background.
But I am wondering if we're hitting a second satanic panic, basically. Which, funny enough, is about 20 years later. You know?
Mhm.
I'm going to turn off my music for this. Ooh, excuse me. Because this happened, albeit without payment processors. Oh, it's not showing your screen.
I know. There we go.
There we go. This happened like 20 years ago with a lot of different things like D&D, Pokemon, different video games, different news stories talking about things. So part of me is wondering if this is just another surge of that same thing happened or that's happening. I'm wondering if that we're in another age where that's going to happen. And I do have an issue with that because I do believe that like the satanic panic did like help out with the pendulum swing from a more conservative based society to a more liberal based society. So my only worry with this, thank you for the 5.
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. What I'm saying is like yes and no. My opinion is that it did kind of go away, but it also didn't kind of go away. And so I think what we're seeing now is people are starting to pick it back up again. If that makes sense.
No, yeah.
What group are we talking about? Collective Shout. This video is about Animal Crossing and parents upset over Animal Crossing. This, by the way, the only reason I bring this up is I want to show just how retarded these people act. This isn't the same people. This is just a news station, but this is how some people are gonna act, basically. You can go ahead and play.
Okay.
Tronic. And just when I think I'm done with these news report type videos, you guys go out and find me another one. There's like a never-ending supply of these. I have a feeling this one is gonna hit close to home because it's about Animal Crossing. Wow. All right, let's get into this.
Well, tonight, police have a warning for parents about a popular gaming system and a way it's being used to put your children at risk.
Yeah, and an ABC 17 crime alert tonight. The Mid-Missouri Internet Crimes Task Force.
Man, if there was an organization that I would ever fear, it would be the Mid-Missouri Internet Crimes Task Force. Doesn't that just sound intimidating?
The Mid-Missouri Internet Crimes Task Force
Says
This is
adults are now
2019?
using
I
systems
think so,
like
yes.
Nintendo, Wii, Xbox, PlayStation, and Webkins.
Wait, did he really just say that? I almost need a double take on that.
Xbox, PlayStation, and Webkins.
Webkins? You know, Nintendo Wii, Xbox, PlayStation, and Webkins. One of these things is not like the other. Can you guys tell me which one of those that is? Webkins, what the heck? For those of you that don't know what Webkins is, here's a short, very quick demo for you.
Hello, I'm Chad Tronic. Welcome to my
You can skip this, by the way.
Let's Play, Episode 1.
Just like jump ahead a couple.
About it. Let's go to
There-
ABC
there you
17's
go.
Jacqueline Lapine live with more on how this is happening and what police are doing about it. Jacqueline?
That's right. This is the game, and you actually create your own character, house, and even town. And when connected to the internet, you can talk to people across the country. And kids have no say as to what some of these characters say to them. For example, this character could be the man in California police are warning about tonight that asked for images from Missouri children.
This cannot be real. These people have to be trolling. This could be the man in California police are warning about. A non-play.
Unironically, chat. Unironically, this is what I picture when I see these women try to act like all this high and mighty.
Yeah?
Oh, this is how stupid they look. How retarded they look. And payment processors pay attention to them. Yes, chat. This video is 9 years old, so this is like 2016. But yeah, this is what I imagine when I see these people. I just go back to these Chadtronic videos because that is how retarded they act. We can continue or we can be done, but like I feel like the point has been made basically.
Yeah, yeah, it has, and it's very true. Like even I experienced it. Like I'm gonna put it this way, chat. I didn't
I
play
feel like your mom
Pokemon.
wasn't that bad.
I didn't get to play Pokemon till I was 18.
Oh fuck! Our NPCs are attacking our children. Says the government. Exactly. Again, these women act like this. Show the ending of the video. I mean, we can.
Yep.
It's a classic.
Here,
All right,
we'll
skip
finish
to the
watching
last.
it.
Okay.
It's only what 3 minutes ish.
Playable character in a Nintendo game. That's not even a playable character. That's not a real person. That's an NPC. For Pete's sakes, can you not do 30 seconds of research? ABC News? Oh my God.
To me at all. I cannot come up with any legitimate reason that an adult would be playing that particular game.
Don't be so quick to judge, dude. Us man children, we enjoy a good Animal Crossing game, okay? Don't be so
He's
quick
not
to
wrong.
judge. Animal Crossing games are not just games meant for little kids. It's a lifestyle, okay? Don't be so
He says
quick
with
to
all those
judge.
characters behind him.
Anderson says adults playing Animal Crossing, similar games, are likely doing it for the wrong reasons.
Take a look at this caption here. You'll never see this probably ever again. So let's enjoy this for a second. Crime alert! We abuse.
You probably have told
We
your kids
will
never
abuse.
to talk to strangers, but when playing, the heart of the game is building relationships with the animals in your town, as well as the other players.
Ooh, that Tom Nook character. I bet that's somebody. I bet that's an old man in a basement somewhere.
But that guy.
trying
But
to
that
ask
guy's gonna try and
for
sell me a
images
house.
of small children. I have no doubt.
To really reach the next level, the game urges you to exchange letters, gifts, and favors. Anderson says it is going to take parents paying attention to keep this problem from exploding.
There's lots of equipment like that out there. We just can't afford
Holy
to buy them
fuck!
all.
I forgot how
We
bad
also
this
just don't have
was.
the investigative resources to have people doing investigations on Wii and investigations in Xbox and investigations in all those possibilities.
Guys, our internet crimes task force, we just can't afford to buy a $25 used game. We just can't. It's not within our $5 budget. We can't afford to buy Animal Crossing. We just cannot afford it. And this is a serious issue. Okay.
Anderson says this is not a reason to be paranoid, but is something to be aware of. Reporting live in Columbia, Jacqueline Lapine, ABC 17 News.
Psst. Hey. Send me your nudes.
This guy did a lot of good skits. I love it.
California, man. The police were warning us about.
That's it.
Yeah. Hold on. I am landing my thing. But no, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
gosh, that's pretty accurate though.
Oh, insanely. Insanely accurate.
Okay. So chat. We'll give you guys a choice. Do you want to move on from Collective Shout, move on to other stuff, or do you want to watch Madam Savvy's video? Press 1 for Madam Savvy, press 2 to move on. And while people do that, I am going to read some super berries. that I have not had a chance to.
Superberries?
Yeah. Temp, thank you for being a member for 2 years. That's crazy. Temp's my oldest member.
I'm giving you so much money.
You are. It's like what? $1 a month, or is it $5 a
$5,
month?
I
$5?
believe, because I'm
Fair.
paying, because I'm in your elite beta server.
Fair.
Or your ultra, whatever.
Was it 1 to watch the video and 2 to move on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So. it's one of the ones.
Demi, thank you for the 2.
I'll let
I
you do
would
this.
buy
I'll be
it.
right back.
Mercenary for 2. Hunter Schaefer as Tingle. Full stop. That's very mean, chat. Very, very mean. Mercenary again for 2. Karens are just easy shields for processors. They are. That's again why I think that. Well, I agree that they are the ones that you could blame for some of this. The processors are the ones that ultimately ended up doing it, and I give more scrutiny to payment processors than anything else. That's just me though. Full Spain for 2. Thanks, Obama, for giving payment processors power. Yes, hopefully we can unfuck that eventually. Chat demand savvy. I guess we'll do it. Internet Zen Master for 10. By the way, Internet Zen Master, top spot on the leaderboard today. Got a super chat to take his place if you want to be number 1 on the leaderboard. I just finally got it on my channel. That's so awesome. It's so cool. Chat. What I'm thinking about doing is people who are on the top of the leaderboard at the what I'm thinking about doing if I was thinking about doing is people who are at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the stream, I'm going to put their name in a hat or put their name in a thing. And at the end of the month, if they when I spin it, I'm going to spin it to win it. And thank you for the 5. Thank you. I don't know much about the Senate bill, but I imagine Ava might. Anyway. What I'm thinking about doing is every time somebody's at the top of the leaderboard, I think what I'm going to start doing is writing it down. And then at the end of the month, they will get free merch, basically. I'll do small giveaways where the top person, or not the top person, but the person who wins the giveaway will get stickers or merch from me, basically.
Whoa.
Limited edition stuff. Because I still have stickers that I'd like to give away. And I will, the top person gets Akko's dick pic? No. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I think about doing that once a month for a little while. Anyway, Internet Zen Master for 10. In a twist of fate, the Republicans are the ones pushing a couple bills in the USA that would make it illegal for banks and processors to do this sort of thing. That would be awesome if it happened. If it passed, thank you, Republicans. I think a lot of people would love you for a while if you did that. Rose Commander for 2, Slippery Slope, Akko, it's not a fallacy. Internet Zen Master again for 10. Hyper-religious don't even have to check to assume they are filthy Protestant whores. Their ilk has been the biggest part of the no-fun police for the last 3 decades, thanks to pattern recognition. Let's see here. Mercenary again for 2. Did you guys see the financials I sent? We will try and look through them. We'll see. And then Avenge for 2, opinion on government-run banks. As long as the banks don't fuck over people and allow them to go through shit without any problems, I don't give a shit, honestly. I know FedNow is a service that is coming, and I'd be okay with FedNow. So, I'd be all right with that. And let's see here. Internet Zen Master for 10. She's a Julie Bindel wannabe man-hater. Has unironically been open about how much she enjoys ruining things men and boys enjoy out of spite. At least Sarkeesian had the decency to just be a grifter. Sarkeesian is off marrying herself right now. So
the hell?
Yeah, she had a birthday where she had a mock wedding where she married herself. And Toa for 5. The Senate bill they're talking about is S401. All right, that is all caught up on the super chats. Thank you, chat, for your support tonight. Very, very much appreciated. We definitely appreciate all of you guys here. I need to come up with some silly clips for the because so I talked about this on Twitter, but I'm doing silly little intros. I got the guest intros for all my friends. Got one for Mizu, Amal, Rage, Ava, and Temp. And I want to do more. Thank you for the 5. I'll be honest with you. I am way too tired to say I agree or disagree with you. So we're just gonna put it in the middle. Mock wedding on her birthday, if I recall. Movie Bob is probably in tears. Yes, he is definitely in tears. But anyway, before we move on, because we are gonna watch the set. By the way, we're probably not gonna get to a lot of other stuff tonight, Temp.
No.
I hope you know. But that's okay.
That's okay.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Right. I want to include more silly little intros. I've obviously got my hump day clip I want to play every hump day. I've got silly little clips for silly little stuff. I got the Hassan clip. I got the You Ain't Stupid clip, and now I got a whole bunch of intros. So I'm working on it. I want them to be not me. Basically, I want them to be silly little pop culture references for things I love, because that's what all of my that's what all of the people when I go on shows. Because I've been on Hypnotic. I've been on Leon's show. Leon does this. I know that Yellow Flash does this, and I know that Side Scrollers does this, where they all have silly little clips for people at different points. They also have clips for people that give money. So like if I have some voice clips, I want to have like videos for certain things as well. So I'm working on improving the stream quality. Chat, you're gonna have to tell me what you think of it. You have to tell me what you think of it. Again, I really enjoyed Temp's intro. I put a lot of love into it. I put a lot of love into all of them, but Temp's especially because it's 3 different clips.
Occo, you promise you won't let the payment processors take away the big booba dog from us.
They're the first ones that are going to take away the booba dog. There will be no booba dog because they're taking it away.
Ah!
Anyway. You are clear to start. This video is 30 minutes, which means that this is probably going to be the majority of the rest of the night chat. So let's get going. Sleep. There is no sleep until the stream is over. It's only 12 o'clock, which means we're not late into it. You may start now, Temp.
Okay.
Without first understanding your enemy. And in this video, I will be laying Collective Shout bare for all to see, showing you all their words, their beliefs, and their history.
Do you want to watch at normal speed or
1.25, please?
That's what yep.
I don't hate her, but I think that if I don't, it's gonna be a while. So
oh yeah, I agree.
That way, at least it'll be. What is it? That way, it'll at least be like
sooner.
25 to 20 minutes. Sleep stream? No. Chat. I don't think you would watch that. Chat. You wouldn't watch that. Here, hold on. You wouldn't watch that, chat. Oh, I need to fix that. Fuck. Only a little bit. Fix that. But yeah, you won't watch that, chat. What the Why is that, bro? I'm gonna have to fix that later. All right, you may continue.
I have been labeled a man by them for daring to speak out. Since then, they have done nothing but continue to use harsh language to try to make a point. They deem everyone questioning them porn addicts, pedophiles, or worse, all while presenting all anime as childlike to gear up for their next major crusade. They never once engage with a single woman who speaks out against them and seem to prefer to silence them. We start this with their website, a brief overview. They claim to be against the sexualization and exploitation of women and girls, but their focus lies in controlling businesses, walking a fine line between attacking women directly while shaming businesses for selling products that women refuse to stop buying. They've taken glory in targeting Grand Theft Auto back in 2015. They targeted Detroit Become Human, Sword Art Online, and other games in anime. But they did a lot more than just that. Halloween costume is a bit too sexy. They want it gone. Wine bar getting a little saucy with an ad? Banned. Bookstore selling raunchy works of fiction, mostly by women for women? Bad. Playboy raising money for breast cancer charities? Hella banned. Bakery using a cheeky slogan that is fun? Oh, this is hell on earth for these people. Lip gloss companies associating with the sensual themes, the devil might as well be gazing right at you. They even present a full-grown woman as a tween or girl instead of the woman that she is in order to shame a clothing company for such imagery. They have a treasure trove of misrepresentations and claims of sending angry emails, but I can't find a single mention of actually helping rape or abuse victims. Who is Melinda Tankard-Reist, the founder of Collective Shout? A woman with a journalism degree who somehow ended up as a bioethics advisor for a senator, Melinda is actually hated among feminists because she seems to not understand the word. A misandrist in her presentation and actions, she is
That
both
is
deeply
funny.
pro-life and pro-woman by claim, however has no issue banning things women actually want and do. Born in 1963, she's a 61-year-old and is dedicating her golden years to fighting fiction instead of spending time with her family. Not even a year after
What
getting
family?
hired for
Does
some
she even
position
have
she
a
isn't qualified
family?
for, the senator she worked for was able
No
to
idea.
pull abortion pills from Australia and developing nations that Australia had its claws in, denying women safe abortion options even in the face of rape or incest. The rest of the world, by comparison, was using these pills. This is when actual feminists started to notice her, and she has been a thorn in women's side ever since. In 2012,
It's really
Melinda threatened
here.
to sue a
Pause it
blogger,
real
Jennifer
quick.
Will.
It is really funny to hear, thankfully, that even the progressive people hate these women.
Oh yeah.
We all can collectively agree, chat, that these people suck ass. It didn't take the right and the left don't agree on anything, but chat,
This is typically their line.
the line is porn
Yep.
and women.
Yep.
So, you know,
Ooh.
there's a line for everything.
Sorry. So Guild Wars has their in-game chat, which you're blocking, thank God. But people advertise their guild in like the world chat. And I got an advertisement for the guild Fluff Butts. Is a returning LGBTQ plus furry-centric guild looking to become active again. Oh no.
See, maybe we can ban furries, chat. I don't know.
Oh no.
We could ban furries, all right? Can we agree on that? Can furries go away? Can we get rid of furries? Kidding, obviously.
Sorry. That just caught me off guard. Anyway, we can continue. Why am I not surprised? Really? Alright.
Wilson for daring to speak against her. In a very tame blog post, Jennifer calls out Collective Shout for essentially slut-shaming by proxy and denying women agency to choose. This notion is important for later, and Jennifer
screen's
questions
black.
the group and how
that's
they
her
operate.
thing. I know.
How Collective
Oh.
Shout shames
She
women and
did that.
girls. It's with some amusement that I note Melinda Tankard-Reist's Collective Shout claims that they are not slut-shaming women and girls who want, buy, and wear clothing that the organization considers sexualizes them. They are not, they claim, targeting women and girls who wear the clothes. Rather, they are attacking the retailers who sell them. I suppose they are slutty retail shamers. If they attack retailers who sell the clothes of which they so strongly disapprove, they cannot help but
I didn't know you played it. Yeah. I used to that yours is how I met
I'm
Dom.
a furry.
Try.
It's a joke, chat. It's a joke.
I ended up quitting around End of Dragons. Because I just did not like it. But Dom got me back into it, so I'm playing again.
I might go to Warframe here soon.
slut shame the
Thank
women
you
who
for
freely
the
choose to
5.
buy and wear them. They are
Here, I'll pause that.
Every single time. Yup.
telling women and girls
always
that the
is.
clothes sexualize them. That is, makes them look like tramps and sluts available for male use and abuse. You can't have these clothes, Collective Shout says, because they make you look available. And if you won't stop buying them, we'll stop them from being sold. Believe it or not, no retailer on Earth stocks products nobody wants to buy and hopes to prosper. Clearly, somebody wants the clothing Collective Shout loves to hate. Not everybody shares their aesthetic. Maybe it's a class thing. I noticed they aren't going after David Jones and Pumpkin Patch, who service the middle class and peddle a different aesthetic from Target. What's certain is that if someone is trying to prevent stores from stocking the clothes you want because they think it's immoral, you are being judged and shamed for your choices by people who believe they know better than you and how you should look. I've never looked at a young girl and thought she looks like a tramp, or more formally, she's been sexualized, no matter what the girl is wearing. It's
I will say that some of the clothing that young girls are being put into sometimes, that does kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
And I do feel like some of the clothing I see bothers me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that all of it is, but like I am kind of bothered by some of the clothing I see girls that are under the age of 18 get
Yeah.
in. Just me, probably.
No, I agree.
Hey, Daiku's done. But like I can agree with only the idea that if you are under the age of 18, you probably shouldn't be wearing a whole bunch of slutty looking clothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. I mean, like, I don't even like. Listen, I don't even care for like fucking. What was it like? if it's a two-piece bathing suit, I don't care. I feel like if I used to, as a Mormon, I oppose to it, but I just don't care. But like, there's a point where I see the clothing that little girls wear, and I'm just like, was that necessary? Was that really necessary?
No,
Child
yeah.
I don't like child pageants at all either. I think child pageants are gross, but blah. Anyway. Daiku Prime.
It's a mystery to me why
Oh, that looks
anyone would
pretty.
choose to first perceive a child in this way and then speak about her in such a pejorative term. She goes on to write more, but that summarizes it nicely. She then goes on to detail a strange letter sent over by a possible lawyer and the demands. The 17th of January that year. Some thoughts on being threatened with defamation by MTR. Well, here's the thing. I've been challenging MTR for a couple of years on the drum at On the Line Opinion and on my blog. Not once has she debated, denied, argued, or contested the points that I've made about her and the position from which she speaks. TR has a much bigger public platform than I do and far more opportunity to respond to her critics, but rather than engage in any debate at all with me over the last couple of years, she's now chosen to threaten me with a defamation suit. If she proceeds, she will financially ruin me. Demands that her lawyer, Rick Lucas of Colquhoun Murphy, the firm that successfully sued Bob Elias after his Abbott and Costello book, has insisted I must not publish in another attempt to bully, intimidate, and control me. Mr. Lucas does not want me to reveal to anybody what those demands are. The two statements I made that offended Tancred Reese, according to her lawyer's letters, are: 1, I stated she is a Baptist, which he claims in the letter she is not, and 2, that I expressed my opinion that MTR is duplicitous and deceptive about her.
Hold on. I think she's a Protestant. Which is a bit different. Just a bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so yeah, I can see why somebody would get, well, excuse me. Let me rephrase. I don't agree with somebody getting offended over shit like that. I think that is retarded. But yeah, that's I legitimately want to like I don't know. Continue.
Religion. If I do not retract both those statements, apologize in format MTR's lawyers determines is sufficient for her needs, and pay for all her legal costs, even though there has been no writ served and the matter has not gone anywhere near court, they are still demanding I pay costs she has incurred to date. I will be faced with financial ruin as I defend a defamation suit. Jennifer luckily refuses to bend the knee and refuses to apologize or retract anything. But what it did do was start a conversation that led to a collective shouting at Melinda, turning her into a laughingstock. However, there are those that came to her defense in her circle. This article was written in January 25th, 2012. On Sunday, TR was also given a platform by Fairfax to complain about the level of online vilification directed at her since her legal threats to Wilson. That same day, News Limited commenter and avowed Catholic Miranda Devine weighed in to run the same line. TR was a victim of cyberbullies, miserable orcs who lurk in the dark recesses of Twitter and the blogosphere, who had poured calumny on her. Devine's piece was littered with abuse of her own. Leslie Kennold was nastily termed an abortion enthusiast, bringing to mind Sarah Silverman's line, I want to get an abortion, but my boyfriend and I are having trouble conceiving. Conservative lawyer Kathy Sherry also joined in, complaining that she had been driven from debate because unaccountable bloggers directed exclusionary vitriol at her. It's a tale as old as time. Then came the funniest post of all, threatened legal action by the Australian Sex Party because she said that they were associated with pseudo-child pornography. The blogger, whom anti-pornography campaigner Melinda Tancred Reese has threatened with defamation, has vowed not to apologize. And the Australian Sex Party, a long-term opponent of Miss Tancred Reese, has now made its own defamation threats.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
Miss Tancred
amazing.
Reese's lawyers served Jennifer Wilson, whose blog at the website No Place for Sheep was a letter demanding that Dr. Wilson retract a post that characterized Miss Tancred Reese as being hypocritical for not disclosing her religious beliefs. Dr. Wilson said the approach was heavy-handed and bullying. Meanwhile, the leader of the Australian Sex Party, Fiona Patton, said Miss Tancred Reese has made some very horrible untruths about the party, and she has been inspired by the controversy to revisit the issue of legal action. In 2009, Miss Tancred Reese posted an article accusing the Sex Party of being linked to pseudo-child pornography. That is the theme with this woman. She uses the harshest language possible to
pause real quick. If you want to be a member of the channel, just hit the join button after you subscribe, if that's what you're asking for. Anyway, continue.
Right, as outed here for being praised for using emotionally charged language, not factual. The Sydney Morning Herald released an article with a segment here. It is a message that has attracted a wide range of fans and collaborators, from teenagers to teachers and psychologists such as Steve Biddulph and Michael Cargreg. It is very difficult to debate with her because if you're talking to a mainstream audience, you sound like a boring dick, observes one commentator who is regularly pitted against Tankard Reist. She argues anecdotally, she argues emotively, and she is highly effective at it. She doesn't come with facts. She doesn't come with data. She doesn't come with useful statistics. No, she shouts you down with emotion. That's dangerous. But this
Like a
woman also
leftist.
only filters who she debates with. She would never have a conversation with someone like me. And we know that because they blocked me. Surely the point of contention when it comes to Melinda is not about God or her as a person, but about her politics, which are socially conservative and stem from an old school desire to protect women and girls from a cruel and sexualized world, as if women are unable to think and act for themselves.
Some of them can't.
Misogynist
Listen,
abuse
Savvy, I'm
online
going to be
from
honest
the
with you.
victim.
I'm going to be
Well,
honest,
victimhood
not
really
all
is the
women
new black,
can.
isn't it? Back in 2012, I suggested
Not
at the
all
beginning
women
of the year
can,
that
I'm
we
sorry.
look out for
Some women
victimhood
just
on the
can't.
part of right-wing commentators, but it's alarming just how quickly it was served up. Victim-in-chief at the moment is Christian activist, anti-abortion campaigner, and censorship advocate Melinda Tankard Reist. The womenaustralia.info website down at the bottom says there's been some controversy over the extent to which Tankard Reist's claims come from a feminist position of concern for the greater social welfare of women in general. Questions center on her work for Senator Herendine, an independent Catholic senator who, in deals with the Howard government in 1996, heavily restricted the availability of the abortion pill in both Australia and in countries in receipt of Australian aid. Tankard Reist's own deep adherence to her Christian faith has also led to suggestions.
Give me just a moment. I will be right back. I need you to take care of something real quick.
Yeah. Chat, I just... These people fucking suck so bad. I hate these people. Unironically, like, this is a part of the reason why I'm a non-denominational Christian now. Because, like, these are the kinds of people that... And granted, I don't think I saw this many people in, when I was Mormon. Speaking of which, chat. So I am no longer... I no longer consider myself part of that faith. But I still get texts. It happened recently. I don't know how they found my number again. People are creepy. But I got a text from some Mormon missionaries. They still think I'm in Texas, which is fine with me, I'll be honest with you. Again, no idea how they were able to get my phone number. I know that, like, when I first moved from California, they want you back. They need to pad their numbers. They need to pad their numbers, chat, because so here's a fun fact. Oh, thank you for the 5. I'll wait for this to go through. You discovered correctly. Oh, I know. Don't get it wrong, by the way, chat. Don't get it wrong. I know that the payment processors are just as bad. And I know this because they are just as religious and crazy. And Collective Shout is just like the target of vitriol. I'm of the opinion, again, that like Collective Shout is a boogeyman, but they're not the boogeyman to end all the boogeymen. They're just like what people are pointing to. And I understand that we need to point to something and say we're mad at it. But like we can't forget who has actually pulled the trigger to begin with. So I don't really like that people are just saying, oh, this is who we're going after. Like, I agree that we should make videos, we should name and shame these people, but I don't think we should forget who the enemy is, and that is the payment processors. Payment processors are the ones that are trying to take away your freedoms bit by bit. And so, by the way, if you live in America, all right, I don't exactly know. Well, actually, I do know. Call your state representative, all right? Call your state representative. and tell them that you support that bill. What is the name of the bill? Hold on. Thank you for the 5. I would have to look into that. What's the TLDR on the payment processors? They are trying to censor a lot of things. That is the TLDR for you. Collective Soul can't sue you? Yes. S401. Yes. So here's what you should do, chat. All right. You should call your state representative if you are in America and tell him that you want him to support Bill S401. All right? Because we should have legislature that tells these banks you can't do this. Unironically, if something like that happens, thank you for the 5. Very much appreciated.
My apologies. I am back.
You have to piss or something?
No. So, you know our garage, right? You saw our garage.
Yeah.
Okay. My father had a wild hair and is cleaning it.
Sounds about right.
So I had to go take him a water. Which is fine.
Is he like trapped in there?
No, he just doesn't want to stop because he knows if he stops, like even to take a break, he's done.
He's done, yeah.
So.
Should you give us direction on how we should call our representative? Well, what you do is you need to find out who your representative is of your state. I don't know what your guys' states are. You probably shouldn't tell me, in my personal opinion. And what you do is you call your Senate representative, find out who your senator is. Wait till it's daytime, obviously, because they're not going to answer your fucking phone number now. But, oops. Call your state representative. And you need to tell them, hey, I want you to support this bill. Okay? That's what you tell them. Ask Grok. Chat. Or excuse me. You ate my rice. Come on now. Ever since Straub, I just like fucking hate it when people say ask fucking Grok. I hate that. And maybe it's just me, but I don't like it when I'm not mad at you, but I just like I find it I just don't.
I do have
also I hope you're doing good, by the way.
Mayor.
Oh, the chatter, you ate my rice.
Oh, okay. Understood. Gabby, is Temp also Christian? Yes.
We're all Christian. Well, me and Temp are Christian.
Yeah. Temp doesn't
Brock
pee. His
is just
urine is.
true.
Oh God, oh no, Gabby, no.
See, chat. What you don't realize is Temp doesn't pee in the piss drain like the quartering does.
No, I don't.
He actually goes to a restroom.
Did you see Gabby's
Brock
comment?
is better than Googling.
I'm not going to say the comment, Gabby, because I think there is a limit.
I did not.
Oh, it's
Thank you for the
cursed.
support tonight, chat. I very much appreciate it. By
Yes,
the way, we're
thank
only
you,
10
chat.
likes away. We're 10 likes away from hitting 100 likes tonight.
Woo!
If you would like to, please hit the like butane. You can continue now, by the way. I'm sorry if I sound tired, chat. I am very tired.
I will
but
admit,
we'll make it through it.
Being in the tech field, I'm not going to call any names, but I have actually had the worst time working with Christians.
Yeah, Chris. I don't know what it is.
They
I
are
love
always
lots of my
cheapskates or have their head up their ass to the point that they're a pain to deal with.
I love my Christian brothers and sisters, but like they have their head so farther up their ass when it comes to Christianity.
Yeah.
And I refuse to be friends with a lot of people that are like that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy being Christian. I wouldn't change it for anything. But
Nope. Wouldn't be Muslim, so.
Yeah.
Although if you are, completely fine if you are. Christian or Christian? Oh no. Come on, chat. We're not doing that tonight. Anyway, continue. We're almost halfway through this.
That her stance against abortion and pornography are driven by conservative morale and religious beliefs rather than a social commitment to ensuring the concerns of women are publicized and improved. But she isn't the only psycho who can give us insights into this little gaggle of graying geeses. Let's take a look at Caitlin Roper, the campaign manager. She's another journalist trying to sell books. I mean censor anime. I mean raise taxes, protect women. Her pinned tweet is, of course, her trying to sell her book, Sex, Dolls, Robots, and Women Hating. She has, of course, naturally blocked me. Here she is retweeting the Spinifex Press. Activist Caitlin Roper, author of Sex, Dolls, Robots, and Women Hating, has spent many hours on forums of men, numbering in their thousands, who own replica women. Caitlin takes issue back in 2023.
Night, Cordette.
How has the skimpies industry survived #MeToo? Apparently, Me Too wasn't about servicing rape victims and giving them a platform to tell their story. No, it was actually about shutting down bars and sex clubs. Interesting. She also takes issue back in 2021. Want to call out sexual harassment? Start with your own. Chance Change-led shopping centers hosting sexist and pornified images of essentially naked women. Unwanted exposure to sexual and pornographic imagery is sexual harassment. This just
I see what she did there. Pause real quick.
Doesn't suddenly become.
There were images of porn on that person's profile, so she censored it with the game that she's been playing a lot, which is Genshin. Oh, I love Savvy. She's fantastic. Anyway, continue.
Feminist act just because the photographer is a woman. So she takes issue with a woman's ability to choose. If I, a female photographer, go to my female friend who's interested in posing a bit risque, that's apparently not good. She argues with Michael here. Michael says, yeah, men don't get treated the same. I mean, every single sunglasses ad or clothing ad for men is just some good-looking male model, shirtless or otherwise. So yeah, men get the same treatment in regards to ads. Caitlin, however, comes in very bravely. Nope, sure, men too are sexualized, but I'm yet to see shopping center ads featuring men posing submissively, near naked, smiling coyly, wearing a fuck me expression alongside fully clothed women. Well, don't worry, you got what you wanted because in 2020 they started really promoting the demasculation of men. Now it's all over the place in Marvel. Empowerment has become the cover for doing whatever the hell you like. Anyone who complains is trying to oppress you. And we'll revisit this article. Kim K does not post naked selfies of herself in order to liberate women from oppression. She does it for her career. Now, there is truth in this tweet. However, the reason why she's tweeting it is bad because her reason for tweeting it is wanting to censor people who do genuinely want to do those things. Meyer, is it your policy to display posters of naked, objectified women so long as it is international campaigns? Why are pregnant women always naked on magazine covers? Why indeed? Why do we celebrate the beauty of a pregnant woman? I wonder, Caitlin. I wonder. Coming back to the Collective Shout podcast.
Side note, but there is something beautiful about seeing a woman carrying life.
There is.
So, like, I understand why they want to show an almost naked woman. Granted, she's not actually naked, chat. She'll 9 times out of 10 be wearing some underwear. But like, there is something beautiful about showing a woman that is carrying a child. And if people can't understand that, these people don't have children. And I am curious if any of these women have children.
A lot of them probably do.
Savvy's on my FL in Genshin. Yeah, I have Savvy added on Genshin as well. Even though I don't play Genshin, but she is added on it. Just because add your oomphy in Genshin. I will probably never say that word again.
Good.
All right, continue.
Called Beyond Patriarchal Sex, and, well, their most recent one has a lot of irony in it.
To you, real empowerment isn't about being desirable, it's about having agency, it's about the freedom to say no, the freedom to speak out, to take up space, to stand with others fighting for justice.
Real empowerment isn't about desirability, it's about agency, the freedom to speak out. Funny, because Collective Shout wants to take away the agency of women to choose based on their views of sex, abortion, and fiction. And the moment a woman disagrees with them, they either sue them, block them, or label them a man in my case. And at the minute 55 mark, this happens.
I told you that rape and incest games are being marketed to 12-year-olds.
Full stop. That is not happening. That is a mischaracterization of the market, ratings, and more. But they knew that. They use harsh language to avoid challenge and then lie about everything after. Countries have rating boards for a reason, and presenting things like this is dangerous because it could be done about anything. This is a slippery slope of misinformation at its finest. Removing adult spaces isn't the answer,
Holy
which is their
shit.
goal. Removing children from the internet is the best solution, but you don't need government to do it. You need a change in culture. But again, we're focusing on their words right now. In another
I
video from 2
agree.
months ago, they're boasting about the No Mercy game going down, at the developer's actions, however, not Steam's, which is probably why they went to payment processors, because Steam didn't do anything. These two women here are Melinda and Danny. Danny is the NCOS legal rep and person attempting to characterize anime as childlike in totality. These groups moved together because it has become more effective for them. NCOS is a morality group that rebranded from Catholic morals to child exploitation because people listen with harsher language involved. This video goes on to make the claims, oh, the science is out there, to back them up. But she promotes another book written by someone else within Collective Shout while making outlandish claims that 12-year-olds are getting easy access to adult games. That's a parenting problem, not an adult-to-adult market problem. All of their videos and interviews are like this.
I'm trying. There we go.
Pause. What more can I say other than just fucking criminalize parents for not like taking care of their children? Like, I've had this idea before that maybe the parents need to be put more to account of what their children of their children. And obviously it would have to be hyper case by case situation. But like, if a parent does not regulate their child in a fair and balanced manner, then yeah, maybe they should be punished for allowing their child to view pornography early.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that like,
Hello.
hello,
I wanted to say hi.
hello, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. We're talking about Collective Shout. You sit there for a moment. I need to change your PNG really quickly.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm about to head out. I just want to drop in, say hi, see how you're doing.
Good. We're talking about Collective Shout, and we're talking
Rad
about yes. Apparently they're all I just found out they're all Baptists.
Yeah, sounds about right.
There we go.
The blue one.
I
Now,
have fun talking about them.
thank you. Are you playing Repo right now?
I am. Are you bringing in
Fine.
Jazz, or is he just hanging out in your lounge?
He has not asked to come in. So
Oh, fair enough.
if he wants to, he hasn't made it known.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, there we go.
But have fun. Collective Shout is gay. Message your local senator to try and push forward a law legislating Visa and Mastercard so they can stop doing this.
Yes, I hope it. I honestly kind of hope that passes. Yes.
Yeah, just message your local senator. That's the best thing you can do for actual activism in this case.
Pretty much.
Email
Pretty
them.
much,
You can
pretty
find
much.
them online most of the time.
Yes. Well, like some chatters have been putting in the description, not in the description. Some people have been putting in the chat where you can go. Like I said, chat, go on the internet, search who your senator is for your state, and call them and say, I want to tell you you need to support this bill, basically.
Yeah, you might not get them specifically, but typically that information does get like at least somewhat passed on, especially if a bunch of people are saying it and they're like, hey, we got like 30 calls about this one specific issue.
Yeah. And that's typically how laws get passed is when you've got a representative and they hear that you want it. They won't always listen to you because, you know, some of them are bought and paid for by other companies, but that is a good way to like get your voice out there. And when they don't support it, then you can say, I'm not going to vote for you if you don't support it.
But anyways, I've done my activism for the night. I'm tired. Bye.
Goodbye.
Have fun.
Yep. All right, Chad, I need to know, by the way, since Mizu is down there, in the lower area, I need to know what you guys thought of that, because I'm gonna have a different area for the yippies that come into the chat. My rep has massive TDS. Well, call them anyway. Say I will not vote for you if you don't go for this. I don't know, because technically, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to. Why is it always bad? Baptists making us look bad? I don't know. But it is going to lead, to my opinion, to more progressives through actions like this. I don't know. The House bill is doing the same thing. HR 987, 119th Congress to go to congress.gov, which has a map to see where your district is. I am going to pin that. Thank you. All right, you may continue.
Internet bloggers with no real worth to the world saying, trust me, bro, even though we've already had plenty of studies on media saying the opposite is true. But we all know that this isn't about facts. This is just angry women doing angry woman things. For 30 years. Moving on from Caitlin, this is Coralie Allison, the operation manager, and some of her tweets over the years.
Japan bans possession of child pornography, but not excludes manga or anime.
She's upset about just manga and anime existing, mind you. She's not upset about the content of it because she doesn't engage with the content of it. She's upset over something she doesn't understand. Mirroring the previous woman.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
And this time, they allowed her to wear a skirt, although still topless, because apparently using women's bodies to sell products works, right? Looks like they haven't read the research that shows ads with sexual objectification don't actually sell more products. Oops. Just a bit of sexploitation courtesy of Mayo, using a woman's naked body to sell perfume. Let's wrap her in a ribbon as if she's an actual object. Even Air France does it. For only €49, you can book pretty, innocent, seductive, and naked Florence. I think It Depends could have gotten the message across without zooming in on a girl's half-naked body.
Okay, but it's an underwear
the target
thing.
audience for Depends is older women. No girls were involved in this.
Objectified, near-naked female bodies with bags for heads. Is she naked holding a blanket? A dress? Who really cares? Her purpose is to act sultry so we can sell more perfume. And no cosmetic counter would be complete without a product endorsing sexual harassment. Send nudes, lip tint with a picture of bare backside. Because that's
Then
just
don't
what
buy
young
it.
girls
Oh my
need.
gosh, I hate these
Pressure
people.
to send naked selfies.
Why are you promoting young girls wearing makeup? Makeup should actually just be an adult woman thing. I digress.
And when your marketing department has no creativity, you resort to age-old sexual innuendo. Get naked, get dirty, get rough, get clean. Wow, how original. I'm so inspired to buy this product.
I hate these
Insert
people too.
massive
Good.
eye roll.
Like the video if you hate these
Pulls
people,
Harper's
chat.
Bazaar Australia magazine with naked Miranda Kerr on cover.
In a rare twist of fate, though, this is, and I do have to give them credit for this, the only group to remain consistent in their hatred of all nudity.
Shame the Body Shop
Appreciate the
Australia uses
consistency.
naked men to sell soap. If your product
That's
was any
awesome.
good, you wouldn't need sex to sell it.
Okay, pause
I
real
asked
quickly.
the staff at
Here's the problem. I am not going to. I'm going to be real. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm less willing to buy a product if I don't see some form of application of it. And soap is quite literally something that you apply in the shower.
Yep.
So, like, I kind of want to see somebody naked applying the soap. Man or woman, don't care. Yes. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, yes, I would like to see the soap being. I don't know. I'm like, I'm crashing out at this point.
Yes. We're at 20 minutes out of 29 minutes.
So I don't use soap? Oh no, I use soap every day that I shower. Which is a couple of times a week. Depending on how hot it is.
Using attractive and provocative women to sell women's beauty products? Heaven forbid. Really? No.
Unironically, chat. These women don't understand that women do like to look at somebody like it. This is something that applies to both men and women, but men and women like to look at a pretty person when they buy something. That's not like an out of the ordinary thing to say or even think. There's a reason why fat people don't sell things as well on cover. I'm not trying not to be mean here. But there's a reason why fat people don't sell things as well on the covers. All right. It's because people like to look at pretty things before they buy them, and young, youthful looking people that aren't 100% fat is part of that.
Yeah.
We sell food pretty well. Fat Albert did once. Fat Albert, don't talk to me about Fat Albert, please.
Bad.
Don't talk to me about Fat Albert, please.
Bad opinions?
touch. Bad touch.
Oh no.
Anyway, continue.
Maya, where a picture of naked women with perfume in a crotch was displayed.
You mean the individual at the counter making minimum wage who has never talked to a representative from the actual company in their life, who isn't paid enough to deal with your bullshit? Like how there's no follow-up. Also, none of them have any engagement on any of their tweets, and yet somehow they get companies to listen to them. I think that that's crazy.
Let's celebrate women by stripping them naked and make them sit on the floor. Women's cycling team made to look half naked. Stop objectifying and sexualizing women. Council officials voted to remove all billboards and posters that could be seen to contribute to body image issues.
My God, she just keeps going year after year, so hateful. But this is my personal favorite.
At Coralie.
I understand why the stalking ads are misogynistic, but what's wrong with showing skin in a non-sexualized way?
It's the cumulative total of using naked and or sexualized women's bodies in marketing that is harmful.
Interesting. They want the Sharia law of advertisement and fiction to be the deciders of what is and isn't okay. Why do they think that they deserve so much power? Why doesn't the Muslim man or the Chinese dictator get to decide? Why should they be elected the moral arbiter? My most holy of late Nan, a pious woman through and through, would tell them that they are being whores for showing any skin. So why are they being listened to over the wisdom of my Nan? But that last tweet, that's exactly what this is all about. It's the total use of naked bodies in marketing that is harmful. They are against all nudity, which means all movies and games, and content with anything spicy they want sanitized. The Witcher, GTA, Mass
So are they
Effect, all
secretly
these games
Muslim?
with a bit of fan service. All anime, all of TV. However, there's not a peep trying to get payment processors to sever ties with Hollywood, where actual rape and pedophilia run rampant behind the cameras. These are the people that
You know,
they
that's a
support,
good point,
follow,
actually.
retweet, reference. The first one is the funniest
It's
one.
the thing, though, is you gotta think about it. The people who advocate the most of this shit are the PDFs.
Well, you do have to remember that these women allegedly tried to keep pedophiles out of jail.
Yeah, exactly. So
I would like to see articles of that before I say more, but allegedly, yeah.
yeah.
Your Nan was right. Yes. Thank you so much for the support tonight, Chaz. Very much appreciated. Continue, Tim.
Tweeting something that sounded good to them, but it comes from someone who may actually have a disdain for women. And they don't retract the tweet. They cannot admit that they are wrong because the moment that they do, well, that's bad for them because what else are they wrong about? This was the individual that I used in a previous video. He actually commented on their tweet that he isn't even a gamer and shouldn't be their exhibit A. Then says common woman L. I would agree here because this is the ultimate L, but they still keep those words up despite the trollish nature of them. Melinda retweeted Danny, who is on her crusade of labeling everything anime as childlike. Melinda also retweets Marissa, but Marissa's too stupid to realize that all nudity bad, and genuinely thinks her gooning, Baldur's Gate, is good, which in reality, Collective Shout wants this gone too, because remember, all nudity bad, all porn degrading, all fiction must be sanitized. Jolie, a supporter of Coralie, says the quiet part out loud.
Jolie says, "Yep, can't wait for the marketing to get clever and create ads that don't involve sexualized sexism to sell. That being said, the best way to stop this is to not buy their stuff." And yet, females do. Not women in
It's
this
because
case. And
women
yes, I will
want
look into
this.
the words chosen and the
Exactly.
disdain
That this person has for the fact that women dare to have agency. Which brings me to the next article reposted by Caitlin Roper talking about how empowerment has become a cover for doing whatever the hell you like, and anyone complaining is oppressive. While there is some crossover from arguments over the years that would normally have me mildly agreeing with them that empowerment from the overall female movement was just manipulation, it is the reasoning that they use it and the reasoning behind Collective Shout that I will shoot them down. They use this as a means to shame women and control. They can't just call a woman a slut anymore, so they know that that won't work. But what they are doing is going to the store and giving them bad press in hopes that they ban the item that the women won't stop buying. Before I get canceled, I learned a new word today, and so will you. From shopping to naked selfies, how empowerment lost its meaning. It's quite an exciting time to be a woman, I can tell you. Feminism might
Oh
not
my
have quite finished its
gosh.
work yet. There are still niggly little things such as unequal pay and female genitalia mutilation and unbelievable.
Oh.
Niggle.
Oh.
That is a new word.
That is a word.
You need to ask our one Australian friend if that is an actual word. Just like DM Flame and say, is this actually a word from your people? We have one Australian friend, chat. I sometimes poke him a little too hard on it, but
A little too hard. That might be why he never shows
Kamala
up.
said it.
Yeah.
Archcast said it once.
To be fair, I'm not surprised Arch knows it, and Amal is into politics. I'm not surprised she knows it.
It's a new word. Oh, I'm gonna DM them all right now.
I think I actually heard this word said before, and actually saw this before. It's an actual word, and I don't think it's specifically Australian. I feel offended, and I feel racially angry.
You can continue, but this is just hilarious. Oh, I love it so much.
A random chatter said it to Amal, and she really liked the word. Of course she did.
Of course she did.
You know, that sounds like Amal. Grand Wizard Dama wants her word back.
Oh my gosh.
Believably, abortion remains an actual issue in the US elections in 2016, but never has it been easier for a woman to feel empowered. So apparently, genital mutilation is just something to be mildly uncomfortable with. The article, however, goes on. The problem with this approach is that it leads to a great big pile of nothing. The suggestion that women should unthinkably celebrate one another purely out of sisterly feelings is about as patronizing as the idea that women shouldn't trouble their brains with opinions. The article further goes on. Feminists who query whether things such as prostitution, pole dancing, or lurking about naked while being filmed by self-described pervert Terry Richard, as Miley Cyrus did for her video Wrecking Ball, are really empowering themselves, are shouted down as angry anti-sex harridans. In recent years, there have been feminist revisions of everyone from Margaret Thatcher to Kim Kardashian simply because they want their own self-empowered women, even though both of them explicitly distance themselves from the label in their respective times. Yet when the Kardashian tweeted a topless selfie last month, she claimed that she was empowered by her sexuality and thus, via the media of her iPhone and her breasts, she was striving to encourage the same empowerment for girls and women all over the world. Anyone who queried this philosophy was shouted down as an out-of-date loser who encouraged body shaming. So maybe the easiest way to deal with the kinds of arguments raised by choice feminism is to end with a simple truth. While the ability to choose is feminist, that doesn't mean the choice itself is. As Carrie Bradshaw, the icon of self-empowerment, could tell you, do whatever you like, but don't kid yourself that you're doing anything more than pleasing yourself. Buying shoes is not a strike against the patriarchy. Telling other women to shut up online is not a feminist act. Tweeting photos of your boobs is not empowering the world. There's a lot of things I actually agree with in this article, but
I disagree. It is empowering for the man that you wanted to send it to, but
fair.
As a joke. As a joke. But
having Collective Shout use this as a means of censorship, that's bad. I don't aim to stop women from taking pictures of themselves. Just merely being informed that the act is not a form of empowerment. You're still showing off boobs. It's just you doing it. All of this is still about control, controlling what men can consume and controlling what women want to do, all while defying biology and ignoring the concept of self-governance, responsibility, and ownership. Collective Shout is an evil organization that will stop at nothing. They are a politically funded and politically supported Australian group attempting to influence American markets and companies across the globe. By going
And
to
sadly,
nervous
they're
payment
working.
processors, they have now skirted government altogether by taking advantage of the duopoly of Visa and Mastercard, but also PayPal and others. If this is allowed to continue, essentially these women have found a life hack of true power. These companies don't want to make business risks and have government come down on them, so it's easier for them to just give in, but no more. We cannot let extremists win. This group is not woke. They are not extreme Christians. They don't represent anyone but themselves, are upset because churches apparently don't do enough, and seem to blame unrelated topics on each other instead of just promoting good parenting and accountability. They want to tear down a woman's right to choice in more than just clothing, but abortion too. Look at this gross framing of this. Using a woman's suffering and worse, based on her bullshit book, tries to claim that the woman tried to hang herself because of the abortion, not because of the rape or whatever else has gone on. Her book argues women who have abortions suffer more. But when she collected testimony, she only sought out pro-life individuals by posting to Right to Life newsletter. Keep this in mind, this woman's work in 1995 and 1996 aided in preventing safe abortion methods for developing areas that Australia had infected. Her other book, Defiant Birth, includes narratives that resist pressures to abort, which she presents as empowering. Remember above where they had someone on their YouTube channel say empowerment is the right to choose? Apparently not, because if you choose abortion, she'll claim that you're suffering grief. They don't want any nudity, not even tastefully done nudity, and will call whatever they want childlike or exploitation to get their way. They will lie, misrepresent, and use harsh language. Countries all over the world have their own laws, and if she wants to make Australia more miserable, she should go about that and Australians can resist her and lambaste her. But now, she is attempting to do so internationally, and I won't stand for it. Yes, they went viral over rape and incest video games, but their true motives expand far beyond that. This group is dangerous, And I thank you for your time listening. I know that this was a mouthful full of information, but it's important that it gets out. These people are
I
sick,
think that we're
and they
good.
shouldn't be allowed.
I think we're good on that. I agree. No, I agree. These women are extremely dangerous. People are bringing up again that these people have somehow been in government and have been allowed to have this. I don't understand. Again, just like how these kinds of people are allowed to dictate. Excuse me. I will say, Savvy is saying that like bank companies don't want to be regulated. I disagree. I believe that bank companies are just as bad, if not worse. The problem is that they are rolling in the dice on what to fuck over.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, yeah, absolutely. And
yeah.
It's all the payment processors, no matter what, that will control everything.
Basically, what needs to happen is payment processors need to be regulated by the government for the government to say, you do not get to choose what payments to refuse unless you can verify that like that is actually a bad person. Like that's I would say maybe more, but like you need the government to say you're not allowed to refuse service to people. Otherwise you're not. I would legitimately be like, you can't work in America if you're not gonna let people do stuff, because not fair, not cool.
Mm-hmm.
What fucking is horrible is these companies say it's like a brand risk to them. Like that's actually something that came out today, because the PayPal the president of PayPal in Japan came out and said, "Oh, we have to regulate things because it's a brand risk." It's only a brand risk for them when it's convenient.
Yep.
Because and I love fucking Bandman for this. Bandman loves to share this image, and I agree with this with it a lot. But there are verified stories of these payment processors not actually stopping child pornography being sold and bought through their network. So they've already failed in what they're trying to do. And it's just like, I agree that we shouldn't allow child exploitation to take place, and we shouldn't allow people to buy and pay for that. But like, what are you going to do? Ban people from buying basic normal things?
No, yeah.
There really is no way to stop this kind of shit unless you I don't know, man. Maybe I'm like way off base here, but I legitimately don't believe that there is a way to quote unquote stop a lot of the gross shit that you see circulated on the internet. Like, it reminds me, do you remember the Wayfair debacle that happened a couple of years ago?
No.
Wayfair was a furniture company, or like they sold furniture. No. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Thank you. So Wayfair is a company where you can like buy and sell shit. People were buying and selling furniture on it, and there was this conspiracy that some people were using furniture to sex traffic people. Like they would send people through this furniture, basically.
Right.
I don't remember all the details, so I'm going to say some of this is alleged. I mean, the thing that QAnon attached onto. Oh no, QAnon definitely was very heavy into it. But basically, like, there was a whole conspiracy that people were being sex trafficked through these furniture buy and sells, and that the reason they surmised that was what was happening is because the furniture had very specific male and female names. So yeah, it was gross. The cake problem. I don't know what the cake problem is. I don't know what the cake problem is. Anyway, these payment processors don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oftentimes, they don't help people the way they quote unquote say they do. And it's been going on for a while. I've observed this, and even though I know a lot of people love to hate the farms, I've observed it happen to the farms where the farms is basically told by payment processors they're not allowed to operate. And I think that's wrong. I think that the farms is getting kind of retarded about the lolicon stuff. But by the same token, I think that if you want to say that nobody should be blocked by payment processors, that includes them. And so I legitimately think that I've been following this for a while, just watching payment processors slowly inch things away. And something's got to change. Something's got to change. I hope and pray that the bill that's in Congress right now actually happens, because that is a good, that if it does pass, you know, it would be very helpful.
No, yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so that
I feel like that should be it for Collective Shout, because
Yeah, I
we've
do
talked
too.
about him a lot.
I think we'll
I apologize
end...
if it's not as in-depth, chat, but yeah, I just...
No, yeah, it's fine. There's a couple...
We've been going for almost 3 hours, so...
We have. I want to bring up a couple of things, and then I'm willing to call it.
Okay.
Let me go back to the reaction thing. So Razer, the gaming peripheral company, the Green Snake company, announced a collaboration with Nintendo.
We saw that. I don't understand the need for the collaboration, because Nintendo does not sell any of their video games on the fucking computer.
Yeah, that's what's interesting. Now, when I saw this, I actually commented on it saying, this is really weird. And I didn't see a mouse. So my thought process was, are they partnering with Razer to do like a keyboard, a headset, and a mouse pad, but going away with the mouse because Nintendo wants you to use the Joy-Con? But then I looked closer, and there is a mouse.
Yeah, I see the mouse.
To be fair, can you see why I thought there was no mouse?
No, that's... what else would that be? A dongle for your keys?
Really zoomed out. Like, this is how I saw it, like, through, like, that post. I genuinely thought, because the pointers, the left click and right click, are the same pattern as the mouse pad, I thought that was the mouse pad. But,
okay. Fair enough. I can kind of see what you mean.
But the fact there's a mouse, this is weird. This is very weird.
It's only weird because, again, Nintendo doesn't sell anything on the computer. They don't sell any games on the computer, and they actively put people in jail for trying to emulate video games. So
yeah, I
don't understand.
I don't understand this. Yeah, unless this specific hardware will all work on the Switch too, natively.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, because adding a keyboard and mouse, like proper mouse, that's weird. You know what? Gabby's right. There is TCG Pokemon on PC.
Okay, and I don't feel like that counts.
I actually do. I think that counts.
It's for money? Well, I know that they're doing it to make money. I just don't feel like it fits. That might just be me, though.
No, actually thinking about the TCG Pokemon app on PC, this makes total sense. Chat's right.
Sorry, I just don't see it.
And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, I'm going to move this to my main screen.
Hi, hello, how are you?
Is Bungie.
Oh, right. They had their new thing.
The new Destiny 2 expansion came out on Tuesday, and the
No, we're gonna
raid
talk about the Miku PC.
happened. Yeah, I think this is a little more important because I did make a video about invalid Discord link. To who?
Really?
Occo left on accident, I think. Good job. Occo.
What?
Okay. You weren't talking, so I want to make sure it wasn't one of us messed up or something. So.
Yeah, that's the same link that it gives on Discord. So copy paste it.
So, we had a few responses since the release on Tuesday. A lot of the general consensus of this DLC is the story is great, but there is no content. There is a lot of bugs, like an unholy amount of bugs.
Fuck's sake, Discord.
And the raid hasn't been much better. Like, I'm hearing good thoughts about the raid, but I
heard the raid like took people a long time to get done.
Yes, so I'm gonna bring that up right now. We did get a world's first of the raid, and now I don't play Destiny anymore, but I did pay attention to the raid race because I think this is where Destiny shines. I think, even if like everything else is shit, the raids are typically where Bungie
They rushed the update. I could see that.
Yeah, I could see it too. My guess is they rushed it because Marathon.
Which is still not doing well.
Because Edge of Faith was supposed to come out in July and then September for Marathon. So the Destiny team was on track for July, even though they were being rushed to do it.
You think they were crunched for it?
I do. Yeah. Well, they keep firing people, so Pete Parsons can have more cars.
There's a great story, but no content. How does that work? So he's talking about things to do outside of the main story.
Yes.
Because in Destiny, the loop is you do the story, then you do the content associated with the story. There's no content associated with the story, then there's no content.
Yeah. Buy Pokemon keyboard and mouse and play Power World with it.
We did have something on Power World, didn't we?
We did, but I don't quite. The reason we're not talking about it like in depth is because I'm not lawyer. I don't quite know like the specifics. If there is more to this next week, we'll talk to Ava.
Okay.
Otherwise, this is the funniest bit out of the entire thing. And actually, Paul Tassi, real quick. I want to bring up Paul Tassi before we get into the funny bit. It appears that Edge of Fate will peak under 100,000 Steam concurrents on launch day. No other expansion has done under 200,000. Last three were 290 to 315K. Just where are we now, given pre-launch averages? My max prediction was 120,000. This was launch day. The peak was 98,211 players.
So you're telling me that they lost 100,000 concurrents for launch day?
Yes. At least.
That's really depressing.
Yeah.
LM released a video on the Power World stuff? Okay.
Yeah. You know,
I would recommend that you guys watch it. Watch LM's video then.
Well, yeah, go watch that. Maybe.
I don't want to watch another video tonight.
Not tonight, but maybe we will see, because I'm not sure what I'm doing on Wednesday. I am streaming Wednesday night, but I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we'll watch that. Maybe. But we did get a raid clear. This was at 2:20 a.m. on July 20th, so today. Congratulations to the fire team on their world's first completion of the Desert Perpetual raid on contest mode. It is, I think, now it's either this one, Last Wish, or Salvation's Edge to be the longest raid, because Last Wish world's first was 18 hours. I'm not quite sure on Salvation's, but this one went from 10 a.m. to 2:20 a.m. So not full 24 hours, but a long time.
Right.
What game lost players? Destiny 2. But here's the funny bit. Have you noticed when Bungie announces their world first teams, they mention a name of the team name.
Okay.
There's no team name here.
Why?
Because their team name is Team Nuts.
Fucking pussies.
In fact, the comments are like, what was the team's name? Say their name. Just
say their name.
Yeah, people are clowning on Bungie.
Oh, fucking Destiny names.
Salt to L, let's go. Team Nuts. That's Nuts. Say their name. Yeah, people are a little mad that Bungie did not shout out their team name because it says Nuts.
That's awesome.
Pussies. Nuts is a normal word? Yes, and this is Bungie. They are full of soy boys.
But nuts.
Yeah, this happened. I saw this morning. I kind of just wanted to mention it because I think that we've been clowning on Bungie for a bit now, and I kind of just want to mention like what their new thing is. Let's just put it this way. Story-wise, it's great. Everything else, oh lord, it's not good.
Too bad the story's not free.
Yeah. Because like,
although maybe it's a good thing because then you would play it if it was free.
I've already said that if the Rise of Iron type update, the free one that they said was free, is like the story is there for free when that comes out, I already said I would play it if it was free.
Oh man, Tom.
I was here.
You're going back to your abusive
No,
boyfriend
my
again?
condition was free. If it is not free,
I
you
don't
have to buy the expansion.
care.
I'm not playing it.
Oh my gosh, chat, we gotta bully this man from playing anything Destiny related. Because he's gonna play Destiny related shit until the day he dies.
Nope. I won't.
That's a cool pair of glasses.
Anyway, that's Dogwave.
That's Dogwave.
That is Dogwave. We didn't get to everything we wanted to tonight. My bad. We didn't get to everything we wanted to since we watched Savvy's video, but I know Akko wanted to talk more about pirate software.
It was mostly just to clown on him because there's a new video coming out by Quintero, I think.
Yeah.
Where he shows logs of pirate software buying bits through his mods to improve his hype train, which is against Twitch's TOS. So,
yeah.
Otherwise,
I
got a few super berries and then I'm done.
I'm gonna look for someone to raid on Twitch.
Wolf Spain for 2. It's a parent problem. Some moms allow it. Yes, moms shouldn't allow it. Mercenary for 5. Same here, being a Christian. Can't stand the ones with an ego about being a Christian because ego stands for edging God out. Never mind. My brain went to a weird spot. I agree. Internet Zen Master for 5. I wonder if I check the bookshelves of these Herodines, how many covers are featuring shirtless Fabio I would find. And then Lord Bruticus, Temp is forever a consumer.
Again, until I play it. Until I reinstall it, can't say that.
What were my thoughts on Mujin's video chat? What video chat?
Akko has blocked that video out of their memory.
Are you talking about the pirate software one that was really shitty? If you're talking about the pirate software one, it was really shitty.
That's it. Just, it was really shitty.
Yeah, it's Lumi's birthday, by the way.
Yeah, do you want to raid Lumi?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the raid. How are you doing today?
Alright, let me see.
Maybe. And also, hello
Okay,
everybody.
chat, we're gonna send you over to Lumi. It is Lumi's birthday, so please behave for Lumi. Wish her happy birthday. I will be back on Wednesday for something.
Lumi's not a 4-8 anymore. She's a rat.
So I will see you all on Wednesday. And don't forget, Resident Evil 7 on Friday.
I mean, to be fair, I might throw monks.
Same here. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Hump Day.
I still
Anyway.
I'll see you all on. Oh wait, no, hold on. I actually got something to say. Here we go.
Hey, how many
I
hits do
am
you
going
need
to
if
be
this is a
on the
vampire in a
podcast
vampire
on Tuesday.
monastery?
Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah.
going on
The cold
Offensive
red
Charm?
moon or
Yeah.
the belfry full of bats,
So chat,
the guy
Offensive
having
Charm
literal
on
spades
Tuesday.
and pointed
I will be
ears
there.
not given away.
Fun. All right,
Hello,
chat.
chat.
Called the
Go
Crimson
give
later.
Lumi some love. Good night, chat.
The Crimson Monastery.